All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Well, there you go. There you stand. If you're a Monday to Friday type, you've made your way to the final, and we're damn proud of you. Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show, everyone. Oh, for Pete's sake, Josh, we got this and that going on today. Andrew DePaola, long snapper for the Minnesota Vikings. We'll go ahead with our regular Friday chit-chat with that character.
Always look forward to that.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We're going to haul
you know what? This year it has been a little different. You're right. All right. Sometimes look forward to that.
We're going to haul. I always look forward to getting a listener on air, and we're going to haul a listener into the mix later on this morning to make his or her predictions on this weekend's ball game. We call that routine the Purple Pick'em Challenge.
Now, we've already given away $1,000 this year, have we not?
We have.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I was cheering for that person to win the whole enchilada. It didn't happen, but still time.
$1,000. I could use $1,000 right now, I'll tell you that. Anybody got a spare $1,000?
No, I think I got.
No.
I have cash for the first time in a long time. I got about $26.
Buying some drugs or something?
That'll get you a little. No, selling.
Oh, okay.
That's how I have the cash.
Oh,
Nice.
I whipped out some snow pants that I haven't worn, obviously, in a year, and I found $26 in the pocket, Josh.
That's
It's a
always
great
fun.
day.
That's great, isn't it? Yeah, you pull out a jacket, and you're like, where did I get this $5 from?
Yeah, and then me and my husband argued over who wore the snow pants last. It was me.
It's funny that you two fit into the same size sweatpants.
I haven't worn snow pants since the time I told you guys I peed in them in a chalet at a grade school skiing trip at Afton Alps, right in front of a few ladies.
I love that story.
Is it just too jarring to go back to snow pants at this point? You traumatized
Yeah,
by
I
them?
can't do it. Well, I haven't washed them yet.
I love the story of you urinating in your pants as a 14 or 15-year-old kid in front of girls from your grade at the ski slope.
Yeah, nothing cooler than when your mom packs you an extra pair of pants every day because you're almost a daily pant wetter.
Sober, too. You were completely sober, which, that's incredible, Josh.
I love the stories of your near-adult bedwetting issues.
I got it out of the way. I mean, I haven't. You hear about Dana? Didn't you date a bedwetter?
Oh,
And when
she'd be an Olympic champion.
She would be?
Oh, yeah. Best in the world.
I got it out of the way. I haven't done it as an adult. Somehow. I don't know. I mentioned before, I grew up, my brother and my cousin, we shared the same room, and basically I'd wet my bed, crawl into my brother's. This was just in order of how close they were. Wet his, and then get into my cousin's. And usually by the time I got to my cousin, I'm getting punched in the face by one or both of them. I'd have rubber sheets. I don't know why you guys are bringing all this up.
Rubber sheets. Dana, your girlfriend had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dated a gal for a while who was a heavy, heavy drinker, and she would urinate all over my bed.
Is that kind of how you got into it? The water sports?
That was the starting point for my love of urine porn and things like that. But like Ashley was saying, Cubby was doing this stone cold sober.
Oh, yeah.
That's a totally different animal, and I'll always make room for those stories because that's some funny stuff.
Luckily, in the chalets where we were when I wet my pants at snow pants, far too old of an age.
Again, you were 14 or 15 years old.
No, because I wasn't in high school yet. So, I mean, this was like maybe 6th or 7th grade.
12 or 13.
And, you know, when you're in the chalet and everybody's coming in, your moon boots or whatever are just dripping melted snow.
Right.
So if nobody was paying too close attention, it just looked like I had a bunch of snow dripped off me.
I bet you were an incredible skier, too. Just incredible.
I could dominate the bunny hill. Maybe fall down 10, 15 times.
Knowing your athletic background, I bet it was just beautiful to watch you go down the ski slope.
Oh, man, it was bad. I've only been skiing, I think 2 times in my entire life. I snowboarded once, and I got cocky quite quickly because I was okay at skateboarding. We skateboard and BMX bike all the time, and I was actually pretty decent at those. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to move on to snowboarding because I had some friends really into it. One of them, he was sponsored, and he was in magazines.
So
he was the perfect teacher. And so I went down a couple times. We were taking like a jump, or they were.
Dude.
And I thought, I'm going to give that a try. I've already kind of nailed this. I'm probably the best snowboarder on the hill right now.
On the horizon, you see a sweet jump.
Yeah, and they were going over it, and they gave me some advice, so I went over it, and I screwed up my knee for the rest of the winter. I had to have crutches
Oh, no.
for about a month. It was so stupid. I mean, it's kind of cool to injure yourself in an extreme sport, but not the first time and last time you ever do it.
Did you get any sympathy from the babes?
Oh, God, no. No, not at all.
An extreme sport. I love that term. I know a lot of you are loading up for deer hunting this weekend. We got to get Smashley out of here today as quick as possible so she can go up north and try to murder an innocent animal that's just trying to live its stupid life.
Trying to, earn a couple of bucks for the family. Don't pardon the pun.
You know what? I got a kick out of Ashley's heading up north as soon as we get off the air. 2 days ago, she didn't even know where she was going.
Well, I think that was even yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I knew I knew it was west. You know, that's a good start. It's my first time going to this area to deer hunt. So, yeah, when Nick asked me 2 days in a row and both days, I'm like, something with an M?
The woods?
She did. That was part of the fun. Not that I really cared. I'm just trying to make conversation. Well, where are you going? I don't know. And I said, if you're going to be walking around the woods for a couple of days, you might want to have a general area where you are. A general idea as to where you are. She did. After 24 hours, she came up with the town starts with an M. We went from there, and we eventually figured out, I don't know if you want to say it out.
I got it now, yeah, Monoman.
Right, up there by Fargo. Eventually, we got there, Cubby.
Yeah, it was kind of fun, especially learning that it's family land. Land you've married into the family, at least.
Yes.
And how long have you been with your husband?
A little over 3 years.
Okay, and they go use that land, correct?
Yeah, he goes up there every year.
And you had just no idea.
he goes there multiple times a year,
Now,
actually.
If I remember correctly, the first time Nick asked you, did you even know what direction it was?
Yeah. I
knew it was up north somewhere.
Said it's somewhere. I was like, it's really close to the border.
It took her a while to make a guess. Josh's question, did you even know what direction you would be traveling? It took you a while to make a guess. You came up with west.
I said, oh, well, maybe north. Well, maybe like northwest.
A little bit. You got to go a little bit north, a little bit west eventually. Yeah, Monoman.
Yeah, and I think at first I said, it's probably 2 hours away.
Wait,
maybe 3. Oh, wait, no, it's 4.
Please, have an idea where you're at. We don't want to...
we need you back.
Come to work Monday and you're on missing posters and they find your carcass somewhere in the Fargo area. Please have an idea where you're going.
How
Tuesday.
Successful do you think you'll be? I mean, how do they do up there?
They do pretty good. Yeah, they get a couple deer every year. They haven't gotten that good old trophy buck in a while, but maybe I'll bring my good luck.
You said a slogan earlier that cracked me up. How they think about it up there. Do you remember what it was?
Oh, yeah, the surrounding neighbors. Yeah, if it's brown, it's down.
That's the slogan?
That's the worst because it's better to go somewhere where they let the deer grow up a little bit so then you can get a bigger buck. But, that's whatever. I was telling Josh, the family that lives up there, they love venison. They eat it like crazy. So at least if you get a deer, it's going to be used properly.
Do you clean your own and everything? I'm sorry if you already answered this question.
So I have got the deer, dressed the deer in the field, but I usually just bring it to a butcher after that. But this year, that'll be different because they clean their own deer. And so I'll be able to see that for the first time. I mean, last time I saw that I was a little kid when my dad used to hang the deer in the garage, and I remember going out there and it would be just horrific looking.
You have cleaned a deer before?
I've dressed a deer in the field, so just
Put a
pull
hat on
pull
it
the
and-
guts out.
You've dressed
Just the basic.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't cut up the
Okay.
meat. I haven't skinned a deer myself.
I thought the last time we had a conversation, you said you hadn't done the knife up the anus and the guts and everything, but you have gone ahead with that.
And I told you, Nick, if for some reason it completely escaped my mind the first time I did it. I wasn't expecting it to be warm in there. When you put your hand in there and kind of get the stuff out, I was like, oh, that's really unsettling.
You've never seen Empire Strikes Back, apparently.
It saved Luke's life.
They cut open a dog in The Empire Strikes Back, and one of them crawls in there, right?
And I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
Well, that's pretty exciting. A couple people have texted in here now, Smashley, saying that they're going to be in the same general area that you're going this weekend for deer hunting. One listener actually said, hey, I'll see you at the Shooting Star. That must be the bar up there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, actually, he probably will. No, it's a casino up there.
Oh, the casino?
Yeah, and they go out. Actually, tonight we'll be going there for dinner, so maybe we will see each other.
That's awesome.
I got to ask you, Ashley, as a hunter, and you've hunted your whole life, right?
Yep.
For the most part. We love the friendly rivalries around here. It's a lot of fun when the texts go back and forth at each other. Is there a rivalry from those who hunt like at a game farm versus what you're doing, just going out on someone's land? The reason I ask is I have a friend he's a big hunter, but he goes to these game farms, and from what he describes it as, that's just they go, they shoot something, like I think he's shooting birds, and then they go back to like the building there, and you exchange your bird for one that's already been cleaned up and is in a package, like a rotisserie chicken, right, basically. And so he's always like, don't give me any crap about it.
Yeah, there's a huge rivalry.
So it is
there.
a pretty big deal?
Absolutely. I mean, so people like me who actually, go out there and you're not on a game farm, we don't consider game farm hunting real hunting because, I mean, they're trapped.
Well, no
shooting
one
fish in a barrel.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone considers game farm hunting real hunting.
I didn't know something like that existed.
That's cheating.
Is it? Yeah, it kind of seems that way. I don't want to insult anybody because I don't hunt. I don't know.
Well, it's just fun, That's all it is. I mean, it's a guaranteed. It's guaranteed success.
If you've got the money to pay for it, go ahead and do it.
Is it quite a bit more expensive?
I've done it myself. My brother hunts in all different ways.
What's the biggest game you can shoot?
I have no idea. This isn't any.
Was it birds for you, too?
We were grouse hunting.
It depends what you're talking about because, I mean, down south they have game farms that, I don't want to get it incorrect, but I'm pretty sure you could kill a zebra and stuff like that.
Down
it's
south?
Insane. Yeah, uh-huh.
You mean like at South Africa?
No, yeah, they will bring in different animals and put them on this game farm.
This
so
sounds
go hunt
kill
them.
a
horribly.
zebra?
This sounds illegal.
It's alarming. I'm not a huge fan of it, but people
You're
do
talking
it.
like Texas or something.
Yeah. I mean, anything goes in Texas,
a
right?
zebra. Are you serious?
I might not be correct on them having actual zebras, but I remember I was looking into when I got married, I was looking into taking my husband down south so that he could, shoot something different. And the list of animals you could kill was insane.
I don't get involved in this kind of thing. I have an uncle who goes to the southern part of the United States and kills wild boar. I've never heard zebra brought into the conversation.
Are you sure somebody didn't just break into a zoo?
I've always wanted to go wild boar hunting. That would be cool. But I will say game farms are really great if you are trying to train your bird dog.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all. I don't think there is a rivalry game hunting versus what some might call real hunting because game farm type stuff, and I have limited experience. My brother, though, is quite experienced in all of what we're talking about. It's about training your dog, and it's practice and this and that. So I don't think there's any rivalry. I think all hunters understand what the difference is between one and another. I mean, I do have one funny story from a game farm, a grouse farm. There was one buddy of mine that we grew up together, and he's a skilled hunter. But we would go to these game farms, and he wouldn't even let the friggin' grouse get off the ground.
Bogus.
Staples, Minnesota Jesus is from Texas, and he said, you're right, Ashley, they have a lot of exotics. A few people are sending even links to the zebras in Texas.
Yeah, if you've got 10 grand, you can go hunt a zebra in Texas.
Oh, you got to be out of your mind.
10,000. Is that just so you can say you spent 10 grand to hunt
Probably.
something?
Yeah, I mean, you get like a whole package. You know, you get meals, you stay overnight. But yeah, I told you, it's insane, right?
That sounds illegal.
Farm Soup Jesus says that deer on a deer farm can cost tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Yeah, if they've got some like trophies out there, absolutely.
What a
Holy
gimmick! What
cow.
a gimmick! But you should have seen this high school buddy of mine. You know, he was such a stoic character. You know, didn't say much. Usually, just kind of a dead expression on his face. That's just how the guy was wired. And he'd walk around this game farm, and he wouldn't even let the birds get off the ground. He just ground pound them. Just bap.
Were you kind of scared of him after that?
I thought it was hilarious. All right.
People who do some game farm hunting aren't getting a lot of respect via text message. Outside of folks that say, yeah, it's where you train your dogs. That's when it's accepted.
Or if you've got a young kid and it's their first time hunting,
Sure,
and you want
right.
them to have some experience.
Kids and dogs and all kinds of laughs and this and that.
I loved the video game Duck Hunter. I'd imagine, Dana, you're right there with me.
Oh, absolutely.
You would
So
never
fun.
you would never hunt, would you, Josh?
Oh, I'd hunt. Yeah.
What would you kill?
Well, I mean, whatever. I guess I've been on a lot of snipe hunts. I've never actually gotten one.
You'd probably be a fan of deer hunting because it's a lot of sitting. You don't want to do any of that bird hunting.
I do love sitting.
Well,
Pheasant hunting, you're walking for a while, man.
Yeah, I have no interest in taking down a buffalo or a zebra, but just kind of some more normal hunting.
would you kill a deer?
Yeah, if it pissed me off.
Looked at you
Like
funny.
if it hurt somebody in my family. Now, a lot of the rivalries are coming in on hunting. Bow hunters versus rifle hunters. There's apparently a big rivalry there.
I rifle hunt, but I have to admit, bow hunters are badass. That's really cool because you have to wait for the animal to get so close to you. You have to be so quiet.
We could do this all day, couldn't we?
Have you guys ever hunted a MILF before?
I've hunted man. Remember that classic line from
Yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura?
And he has.
I've hunted man, he said. I never took any interest in deer hunting. I've told you the story before. When I found out it took place in November, I said, this is when I'm an 11, 12-year-old kid. And our dad approached my brother and I and said, well, you guys are old enough to hunt. Who's in? And my brother and I both said, yay, we'd love to go deer hunting. And he said, okay, it's the first weekend in November. And I said, what? Absolutely not. Secondly, Ashley and I had this conversation off air a few days ago. Secondly, once you make your kill, that's when the work begins.
Yeah.
You're
like, oh, crap, now I got to do this.
Can't you just bring it to Von Hansen's or something?
I mean, I'm sure there are options. Again, it's something I've never taken an interest in. You could talk to my brother, or if my dad was still alive, you could ask him. Both those guys were avid deer hunters. I never got interested, not even a little bit, because, okay, let's say I would have gotten over the cold aspect of standing outside in the cold. Let's say I could have gotten past that. Once I shoot this sumbitch, then I got to stick a knife up his ass and pour his guts all over and then I got to bring it to or like Ashley was saying about her dad, my dad and my brother would just bring them back to the house, hang them in the garage, and we'd clean them. That's a lot of friggin' work. So that's why I said absolutely not. I have no. I had a lot of fun cleaning the deer, when my brother and dad would get home from a trip and there's all that carcass hanging in the garage. That was a riot because we'd just bust out cases and cases of beer and get drunk while cutting up steaks and things. I loved that part of it. But to be out there in the woods with a gun on my shoulder in the cold waiting for the work to begin, not my style. My style.
One of my neighbors accidentally already harvested their first deer. I showed you guys a picture.
That's crazy.
There was like there was like a sheriff out front of their house, and they texted us and said, hey, just so you're not worried about what happened, they sent a picture, and a deer tried to jump over their fence. It's like a wrought iron fence.
Oh.
And it didn't make it. I mean, the picture's kind of insane how it landed and everything. So the sheriff came out because they had to give him a deer tag, right, so they could harvest the meat. But it was just sitting on their back fence. So what a shock that would be, I'd imagine. Come out and see something like that.
Dang.
And they had to, like, saw it off. They tried to lift it, but the guy was too heavy there.
Oh, man.
The cops tried to help. Everybody's like, Jesus, this thing's heavy. So they had to saw it apart. And
Yeah.
my neighbor, the wife, said she almost barfed.
That was a
watching something like
decent
that.
looking deer. I told you, Josh, they should have mounted it.
You think it was it? I'm not too sure. Like
That'd be a great
Yeah.
story. Right, you put the mount up in the living room. What do you call it in the living room? I was done with that. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, you put the mount up in the living room. People walk in. Of course, they always want to know the story.
Yeah.
We woke up one morning, this thing had impaled himself on the fence. That's the story. So if it's Deer Hunters Weekend, then where is the Thunder from Down Under performing, Josh?
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah, it's
haven't-
Widow's Weekend, too, then.
I
That's what I
haven't heard
mean,
that
yeah.
yet. I haven't heard. I'll look up if they're coming in town. Ashley, were you were here? Yeah, that's right. You were here when they came in.
Deer Hunters
Yes.
Widows Weekend.
I forgot.
That
There's
was
some stories.
overwhelming.
For
yes.
many years in a row, that always meant that the Australian bottomless male strip show was coming to town, and I haven't read anything about the Thunder from Down Under being in town to knock everyone's wife and girlfriend in the forehead with their peckers.
Last time they came into town, I got to see their actual show, and you got to be ready.
They're coming.
It's very abrasive.
They're going to be in Walker tomorrow night.
No way.
Northern Lights Casino.
Two shows
two
tomorrow
shows,
night.
maybe.
And then they're headed to Wisconsin.
Okay, they
Uh-oh.
are. So they're in Walker. Okay.
They know how to get it done.
Yeah, you were saying that, and you're not a prude person whatsoever, but you said it was too much for you even, and you had to leave.
Yeah, it was.
And
way
that
too
was
much.
more because of the people that you were with, right?
Yeah, that did not help the situation.
They were just misbehaving.
Oh, that was a weird time.
I'll tell you what, so we had them in, and it wasn't really our choice. They must have been advertising or something, and we were, I wouldn't say miserable about it, but we were like, this is going to suck. They could not have been cooler guys. I didn't want them to leave. Wouldn't you agree, Nick? They were awesome.
They were very funny.
I thought they'd be total, like, Jersey Shore douchebags or something.
Or
Real
just
arrogant.
Or
stupid.
Or morons. They were a lot of fun to talk to, great personalities. They understood what they were involved in. They got the bit.
They didn't take themselves too seriously.
Absolutely not. And we got a couple different spots are being called out here via text message. There must be multiple groups of naked male dancers in the Thunder from Down Under. You know what I mean? There must be multiple teams for the Thunder from Down Under male review, because there are multiple towns being called out saying they're going to be playing in Walker, they're going to be playing in this town, that town, so there must be.
Yeah, because some of the dates are the same, so it has to be
Right.
a couple different groups.
Right. There's hundreds of these guys, and they split up into teams of 12 and molest our wives and girlfriends.
Would you ever go, Ashley? I mean, I know obviously you're busy this weekend, but would you ever go with a little more tame group of gals?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. They, like I said, they put on a really good show. They're incredibly athletic. I just don't want to be one of the people that, because they go out and do crowd work. I'm good on that.
You don't want them to pick on you or anything?
Nah, I'll sit in the back.
And the rules are quite different from what I've heard, right? Where the girls can touch.
Yeah.
And it's a lot different than if you go to a strip club and you're a guy. That's not allowed. I tried to get my wife to go with you when you went.
I'm glad she didn't.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe it wouldn't have been her style either.
I watched him take a fistful of some girl's hair to, imitate a sexual act. And I thought, all right, that's a lot. That's a lot for me.
Is it the same rules as the girls have to follow? B-holes have to be covered?
Yes, yeah, I didn't see any beehole.
Oh, so I assumed there was nudity.
I guess I would remember if there was,
I think,
right?
think so, yeah.
Partial, I think, is the rule.
Yeah.
You can show just maybe a little bit of shaft.
There you go.
In every show, they bring some girl up on the stage, and they really go
death.
ham on her.
Yeah, they beat her to death.
Yeah, I don't like that. We've talked about that before, where like a bachelor or somebody celebrating a birthday gets up on stage in a strip club, and they take out all the anger they've ever had, any issues they've had on that guy. There's nothing sexy about it. You're watching a beating, an assault.
It's hilarious. There's nothing sexy about it, if that's what you're getting at, but it is hilarious. I always love that part of going to the Boom Boom Room. Hey, we got a bachelor party. They drag some scrawny moron up onto the stage, and the girls just pummel him into next week. I always thought that was fun. You didn't enjoy that so much?
No, I thought like this person's being assaulted. Did you see how much spit came out of my mouth? That was disgusting.
No.
I heard it.
I'm sorry. Could you even hear it? I'm sorry for anybody that had to see or hear that. That was gross. Sorry, Danny, go ahead.
I was going to say, I love the
spitting.
beatings when it was a kid's 18th birthday. You know, he had no idea what he was in store for. He thought he was just going to have all these chicks grinding on him and, motor him, just rubbing all up on him. And then he just gets his ass kicked. And he's like, what the hell did I just sign up for?
A good beating. A lot of laughs to watch in person. Well, good luck to all the deer hunters. Have some fun.
Yeah, I know folks are excited about it. I mean, we were getting texts earlier this week saying, hey, wish me some luck. I'm going to be out there this weekend.
Oh, yeah. A hell of a deal. All right. I suppose we could get headed in the correct direction. Friday morning, hoping to have some fun. We'll get Andrew DePaola in the mix, Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder, and our Purple Pick'em victim right around 7:30. We'll take a break and come back here in a few minutes with the Stupid News Report.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
They're an ultimate rewatch podcast. We're in the midst of season 7, and
hold on. Obviously, we had a very successful television show for 10 years that was Superman based.
But we had to make everyone believe that you were Clark.
I gotta be honest, I was surprised at the end of this episode that I wasn't.
I was too.
Talkville, the Smallville rewatch podcast.
I'm not sure I knew when I was filming it that I was not me.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Stupid News on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, Cubby.
Yes, sir.
You want to hear something that's going to knock your D right into the dirt?
Yeah.
We got somebody listening to this year radio show right now. We got somebody out there listening from a place called Belfast, Northern Ireland. And they say they know Danel.
Is that right? Do you know who we're talking about then here, Daniel?
No, I don't think I know anybody. Unless a friend is visiting, I don't know any residents of Ireland.
I think they said they were on a trip. As they say in Ireland, buenos dias. And gracias for listening.
They're visiting a friend that you know. Danel. I don't know if they're comfortable with
I'm trying
with
to find
proper names being thrown out onto the radio, so I'm going to keep that to myself. But they say they know someone who knows you that knows someone that knows you.
I'm trying to find the text message here.
That's sweet.
They
it's
say
the
nothing
middle
like
of the day there.
Yeah, nothing like sitting in a pub. They texted this in. Nothing like sitting in a pub, drinking a beer, and listening to the best show in the world. Wow, that's way too kind.
Ah, shucks.
Well, no, I had that experience when I took that miserable, awful, pointless trip to Ireland years and years ago. So what is it here? 6:23 in the morning over there. I think it's past noon.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when I went to Ireland, horrible, terrible, pointless. When I went there, when I was live on the air here, we had our broadcast set up in a bar. So when I was live on the air here, I was drinking beers. That part was enjoyable. Broadcasting live and around lunchtime, a couple of cold beers.
Heck yeah.
Other than that, I hated Ireland.
Dana, do you see? Somebody used to work with at Go.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, nice. Yes, of course.
Also, a few minutes ago, we were talking about all you deer hunters loading up all your weaponry and your warm clothes and your liquor and your canned beer. A lot of yous are. If you're not already at your deer hunting destination, by damn, you're on your way. Leaving this morning, I would imagine, at some point. And we had a few text messages traded back and forth as to, what's the real type of hunting. Bow hunting, rifle, this, that.
Big buck hunter.
Josh played duck hunt. You played big buck hunter.
Yeah.
What's the best? I was waiting on this, but we got it. Got it right here. I got the text message I was waiting for. And it says simply this. Hunting something that can't also kill you is not hunting.
Oh. What kind of hunting do you want? Some real live people hunting, like the rich?
Or maybe like wrestle a bear or something?
Hunting something that can't also kill you is not hunting. One of our listeners has made that statement and made it very clear. Yeah, you're supposed to go out there and hunt a Kodiak bear. Or
go wild boar hunting with only a knife.
A lion or a tiger.
Oh, my.
Okay. Well, duck hunters, then, they're in that group because I just looked it up. There's a 2001 incident in which a jet ski collided with a duck and killed the guy.
Well, we just talked about a story where a woman was on a roller coaster and the duck hit her in the face and knocked her unconscious. She can go kill ducks if she wants to.
Yeah, they started it with her.
Yeah.
There you go. The line's been drawn in the sand there, I guess.
O-Town Carpenter Sana Jesus said, the rut is on for Josh's mom.
You son of a bitch. Local 34 Jesus said the real deer hunters in Wisconsin happens in 2 weeks. Not this weekend.
I also got a text, Josh, that said real hunters use blow darts.
Sweet.
I don't care.
I don't have the wind power for something like that, I don't think.
Maybe one shot.
I don't know. I wonder how easy those are to use. Or if it just requires just an S-ton of power.
The last time I saw a blow dart being used, I was watching a movie called Raiders of the Lost Ark. I wouldn't know the first damn thing about a blow dart. And also, because it's Deer Hunters Widows Weekend, we were wondering, where are the male strippers? Well, we found out they're performing in this town up north and that town out west. The whole Deer Hunters Widows Weekend is ready to bust loose. Ladies, if you want to see some D swinging, look it up on the internet. It is happening again. We got to talking about strip joints. Josh said he doesn't like it when you go to the Boom Boom. You've had a couple of experiences where the bachelor party was happening and they dragged the poor bastard, the women, the strippers, bring him up on stage and they beat him
until he cries.
To within an inch of his life. I find that routine to be quite funny. You don't find it funny. A listener texted in to say, a buddy of mine was up on the stage at an Iowegian strip joint, and he got his underwears ripped right off of his body. That is a regular routine. That's one of the first things the gals will do is try to tear the tighty-whities right off of your body, and they keep it as a souvenir. That's very common. This is uncommon, what this listener told us about this Iowegian strip club. They tore his underwears right off his body, and then they spit a loogie in his mouth.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh, dude.
Now we're talking. Oh, that's no. That's the stuff right there.
I would find no humor in that.
That makes me want to vomit. That's bad. No.
In the COVID era? I don't think so. Yuck.
You son of a bitch. Now give me $20.
Oh, I can feel it in my throat. That's so gross.
You didn't feel it. No good.
Just a big Iowegian loogie. All right. What a great crowd. We can meander our way into today's Stupid News Report. Let me get comfortable. I keep forgetting that I have this new mic stand that will stretch far enough to where I can recline in my chair now and broadcast.
Yeah, I set you up with the new extra long boom arm.
You're the best damn thing that's ever happened to me.
It's comically long, though. It looks hilarious.
It's perfect, though. So I've got one that's a little bit longer, too. We're talking boom stands, if you're just tuning in.
Boom stands is the professional industry term.
Mic arm, you could call it. And, it's kind of nice to be able to chillax.
For years, I had to sit up straight to broadcast it. It was killing me. Now I can. So appreciate you giving me the time to kick back.
And we get issues on these chairs that Ashley doesn't have to worry about, as far as I know, where it kind of makes your anatomy go numb after a while.
My balls go numb.
Yeah, your gentleman anatomy.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm going to see if I can kick my feet up.
That's no joke, Ashley. Every once in a while, oh no, I think I've just killed things down there.
Yeah, when you sit up straight for too long in
Dude.
these.
Somebody texted and said, this is John Deere Jesus.
I'm so jealous right now.
Wait, you have something new in studio? No, truth be told, I stole it from KQ.
It's not new.
This is still about 30 years old.
It's new to us. Mm-hmm. I am completely now feet up on the table, kick back. But Josh is right. If you sit up as a dude, if you sit up straight too long in these chairs, your balls lose all sensation. All right, here we go.
Oh, no.
What?
Ashley, people are pointing out you said I can feel it in my throat.
I know, I did it. And,
I want to tell you.
I could tell as soon as
I
it
didn't
left my
notice
mouth.
a thing, Ashley.
I think we're
Thank
maturing.
you.
Didn't notice it either.
Didn't notice.
And I kind of can't believe it that I
So
didn't
proud
notice.
of you guys.
Yeah, you can't. Nobody bats 1,000. We can't catch every friggin' thing. Okay. We've had many conversations on this here radio show about the adventures one can have at or in a public bathroom. Personally, I've seen and done it all. My digestive system used to be an absolute horror show. I've seen and done it all as far as public bathrooms go. When you got to go, and I mean now, and there's no toilet available, I think that's the most desperate feeling known to man. I really do. I've said it before. I think I'd rather have a broken arm. And I have been this desperate. A dude in the southern United States pulled a knife on another guy because the guy was taking too long cutting a deuce in the stall at a public bathroom. Dude pulled the knife on a guy because the guy sitting on the throne was taking too long in the stall.
I love the story you've told before about a guy that got so frustrated with you with how long you were taking.
And he had every reason.
You're not like that anymore. Is it just,
No.
I mean, where you're in there forever?
No. Lots has changed in the last 20 years with my digestive system. And I could chalk it up to just taking it a little bit more easy on myself. I mean, I was just drinking beer every chance I got. And it just bombed my insides. So, yeah, I had a terrible run there for a while, but it's totally different now. Yeah, many years ago, oh, God, I think, it was like my 20th straight night of just beer and pizza. I was at a restaurant, and I think what the icing on the cake, not to be cute about it, but I think we had some kind of chocolatey dessert as well. And my stomach went out of this world. I went into the John at this restaurant, and it was just a one-staller, just one head, and I was in there for nearly an hour. I was so sick. Not throwing up, just I got completely naked because I was pouring sweat. I mean, I probably should have gone to the hospital. Full meltdown. I mean, pouring sweat, lots of pain, horrible, horrible things happening in that stall. And there's the only toilet, the only men's toilet in the whole building. And this poor guy kept coming in and out of the men's room. You going to be a little while? Like his fifth trip in there.
Oh, so he was asking you along the line?
Well, he was saying,
I don't remember.
I guess I don't recall exactly. He would come in and out. I mean, the first 2 or 3 times he came in and out, he didn't say anything. But I could tell it was the same guy because I could see his shoes. But maybe like the 4th time, Josh, he said something like, "Are you all right?" or something like that. Anyway, like his 5th or 6th attempt, the guy's just got to take a crap, for God's sake, and he can't get in there because of me. The 6th time he came in, he goes, "Come on, you got to be friggin' kidding me. Are you going to get out of there tonight or what?" And all I could say to the guy, because I had zero strength, I was just a shell of myself. All I could say to the guy was, "I'm sorry, I am really sick in here." The girl that I was at the bar with that night is texting me, "My God, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?"
That's what I was thinking about. I would have headed out.
Yeah, I would have went somewhere else after maybe the 3rd or 4th time.
I mean, poor guy. So again, dude by the name of Alfredo. He's got a hot one in the chamber, right? He comes a-running into the public bathroom at a Publix grocery store and saw that someone was already using the stall. Alfredo, he saw the feet dangling in that stall. He knew he was screwed. He's got to go, and he didn't know how to deal with it. So it says here Alfredo started hammering on the stall door, hollering at the guy already in there to get the hell out. The poor guy already in the stall, he wiped, and he did come out, but he didn't get out the way fast enough for Alfredo. Alfredo pulled a knife and waved at the guy. It says here, quote, aggressively. The poor guy with his drawers still stuck to his anus, he ran out the store, flagged down a cop. Once Alfredo was done dropping anchor, after he wiped and washed his hands, the cop confronted Alfredo, who admitted that he really needed to take a and that dude did not move out of his way fast enough, so he yanked out a knife. Alfredo was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I mean, like you said, you're harboring a fugitive. You got to go. I don't know why he didn't just find. If there's a grocery store there's got to be something else close.
There's a gas station. There's a liquor store nearby.
I don't know.
If you're able to wave a knife aggressively, you can waddle to a neighboring business. I would think. You can tell this wasn't a Hy-Vee because. Do you feel? I don't feel I deserve the bathrooms at Hy-Vee.
Oh, they're magnificent.
Is it so? I've only been to the one in Egan, and is it the same everywhere? I'd imagine. Where it's like individual stalls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
You feel like royalty,
right? Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm a Hy-Vee fan. I've used their bathrooms on multiple occasions. But my problem is that building is so big and the bathrooms are so far apart. So if you go to the first one and it's occupied, holy balls, do you got to walk to get to the second one?
Oh, and at least by mine, it's a hallway full of them. Basically, you're walking down an apartment building with nothing but toilets.
Yeah.
Here's a listener that says, I drink Hamm's beer daily. So almost daily, when I'm in the bathroom at work, it sounds like a Blitzkrieg symphony. I like Hamm's beer. I drink a Hamm's once in a while.
Is that one kind of known to do that to your digestive system?
I mean, folks tell jokes about it. I've never had a problem with Hamm's.
If you're a daily drinker, though, I'm guessing it probably catches up to you a little bit here
It's
and there.
It's a delicious beer. I really do. Every once in a while, I love to go get some Hamm's, old Milwaukee, old style. I love effing around with those old domestic beers that I used to drink in high school. Okay. Speaking of such things, So many of those silly Zoom meetings go sideways. You know, where people are looking at each other on their computer screens. Everybody's broadcasting themselves from their own homes. The Zoom meetings, so many of them go sideways. Here's a city council that's going to have to rethink how they set up their at-home Zoom meetings because some poor bastard accidentally let everyone in the meeting watch him take a dump.
Ugh.
Dude forgot to turn the camera off. I think this happened in Scotland or some awful place like that. A likely story, it was an older guy, doesn't quite understand how the camera on his computer works. Hanif is the name of the guy who accidentally showed everyone in the Zoom meeting what it looks like when he cuts rope. Everyone in the meeting started hollering at Hanif after he sat his fat ass down on the toilet. He figured it out. He apologized.
Yeah, it'd be pretty embarrassing. Although maybe you get to an age where it's just whatever. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, we were just talking about that cop last week who was in a court Zoom meeting, and he just had on the top of his uniform, and he sat in his boxers.
Yeah.
Just a bad camera angle.
Yeah, he didn't crop that one right.
No.
Yeah, it's a hell of a deal.
When we were having, like, Zoom stuff, I don't remember anybody ever having an issue. Some folks would make sure and get their microphone in the shot or something like that, or autographed poster.
We had one very early on that went completely off the rails. None of us really knew and understood exactly how Zoom worked, and it was right during the beginning of the pandemic, and our boss at the radio station was at said, you guys on the show should just do a big Zoom call with it, like a Zoom happy hour with the listeners. You can all chat and have fun. So we shared the link publicly, like, hey, anybody wants to come hang out? Well, at that point, people were looking for public links, and then we just got bombarded with penises. Penises everywhere.
Like actual penises, or folks were throwing porn in there?
Both.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's actual penises in porn, but I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's no actual guys pulling their dongs out, and then just porn videos, just horrific stuff.
That could be fun.
Yeah, that Zoom call didn't last too long.
The early days of Zoom meetings, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so folks didn't really know how to protect themselves from hackers and whatnot, right?
Yeah. I'd never heard of Zoom until we all were forced to start using it.
I wish I would have been part of one of those. That sounds like fun.
It's pretty funny.
Just complete mayhem, hardcore porno,
and they just get popping up. You know, we try like to block some and block a couple, then boom, 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 just popping up everywhere.
Crooked old man dongs.
Can you imagine being on a Zoom call with like the head of the company and all of a sudden just penis?
That would be a riot.
Or it's the head of the company's penis. They're not realizing it. What do you say there? Boy,
if it's the head of the company, you compliment
it. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that is a hell of a penis, sir. Wow.
And if it's the head of the company, Josh, and his penis tells a joke, by God, you laugh your ass off.
Funniest joke you've ever heard.
Yep, you act like it's the funniest thing you've ever heard.
Do you think there's anybody that appreciated or benefited from the pandemic more than Zoom? None of us had heard of Zoom before.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, that Purell, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are probably the top two money makers.
Yeah, like Zoom. I mean, now it's just a verb. Even if you're not using Zoom, it's a Zoom call. Everybody says Zoom at this point.
I think divorce attorneys did pretty well for themselves, too.
Painter's masks. Whoever made the painter's masks.
Yep. Oh, the N95s?
Whatever they are. The things we put over our faces. I don't know what they were called. I mean, there were companies that were making... I bought them. I had an AC/DC mask. I had a Kermit the Frog mask. I had an Ace Frehley mask. I had an Eagles mask, meaning the rock and roll band. I bought a bunch of these just because I wanted to add a little flavor, a little
whimsy,
flair. I wanted to add some flair to the situation. All right, now we got folks out there that want to start a public bathroom argument. You guys were complimenting the Johns at Hy-Vee. A listener texted in to say, you guys think that the Hy-Vee bathrooms are even nicer than the ones at Walmart? No way. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't
nothing wrong with
say.
Walmart ones, but they seem standard. Nothing wrong with them.
Quick Trip has some really good bathrooms, too.
Yeah.
Quick Trip, they usually land on like a list of best bathrooms.
Yeah, they have those doors that go all the way to the ground. I love that.
Wisco covered Josh's mom and Crisco Jesus. I think we're going to need to change that Jesus name. Said, anytime I do a Zoom meeting and my boss is included, I always see a giant dick.
Josh, do you still dream of that sweet release, death?
At times, sure. Why not? Bring it.
Josh used to, back in the day, he used to pray for that sweet release. I think your life has improved. You don't bring it up as often as you used to. I mean, we'll miss you, but at least all your problems will be over at some point. Now, I don't know a damn thing about what goes the F on at a place like this, but it says here now that a large healthcare company in Maine has had to go ahead and apologize after sending letters to 531 patients, folks who were laid out in hospitals and healthcare clinics. They've had to apologize to 531 patients for sending them a letter informing them that they are dead.
No more taxes.
Hey, sorry, I'm dead. Got a letter right here. I'd love to contribute. Can't. I'm dead.
Imagine that. You're laid out in the hospital. You get a letter from your healthcare company informing you that you are dead. I wonder if there were a few people who may have believed it. The letters had some condolences in there. Sorry that you're dead.
I would assume like that's like a bad vibe, bad omen.
Oh,
like
really?
I'm going to die. Yeah.
Gonna jinx you somehow? Can you imagine, though, Ashley, you'd never have to go to any family reunion you didn't want to. You wouldn't have to do really any work event you weren't interested in.
I would just copy that letter and fax it out to everybody.
Yeah. Contact me if you have any questions. Unfortunately, I have passed on, as you can see by this letter.
There was also information in the letter on how their, quote, next of kin could resolve their estates, whatever that means. The large healthcare company goes by the name of Maine Health. A spokesperson says there was an error in their computer system. They didn't mean to tell all those people that they were deader than Derringer. This has happened before in 20 and 21. A healthcare company out there in Idaho mistakenly sent patients letters stating that they were dead and that their personal information may have been stolen, which I guess will be less of a concern if you are dead. This company in Idaho had to tell these folks they were dead and their identity had been stolen.
Yeah, I would assume, how is this a scam? Well, how am I being scammed? It's like any text message you get now that you don't recognize the number.
Right.
You kind of have to be on guard constantly.
Yeah, I think you would have been scammed by now if it wasn't for us, Nick, because you've asked us a couple times. Does this text look sketchy? Does this email sound sketchy?
Yeah, or there's basically back in the day. Now your wife's so good at this stuff, I don't think you would be scammed. But like, wow, geez, I paid my mortgage 6 times this month. Does that seem right to you?
Yeah.
And it's always to different people.
I get easily confused and I just delete everything.
Yeah, when in doubt.
Oh, just last night, I got a text message. The wife and I were sitting on different levels of the house, and I got a text message that said, "Send us back this code." And I just instantly deleted it. And then my wife sent me a text saying, "Hey, you're going to get a text message here in a couple minutes informing you." She was like doing some banking.
Yeah.
And, sorry, I deleted the sumbitch.
Well, I mean, you did the right thing, really,
Yeah.
if you don't recognize it.
This is concerning in a place called West Lafayette, Indiana, on the campus of Purdue University. "I'm sick and tired of losing to Purdue," is a famous quote by Bobby Knight. On the campus of Purdue University, the police are trying to figure something out. A couple days ago, the cops got a telephone call about a guy strolling around campus covered from head to by God toe in peanut butter.
Did you hear the neck?
Whose throat continues to fart on this radio program?
Now, again,
It wasn't mine.
My
Didn't hear
mic is
anything.
off. My mic was off unless I'm going to use it. So somebody's neck.
I would have felt that one. That was a loud one.
We are reaching the FCC's accepted level of throat farts. I'm just warning you guys.
I know it wasn't me because I didn't have my mic on and I didn't feel a thing. I'm looking at Nick as he's speaking, and I didn't see something try and escape his esophagus there.
It wasn't me. We're just getting there. Can you try to be careful?
Just admit it. Who was it? It's okay.
And honestly, I don't think it was me. I didn't hear it.
All right. So a guy's walking around Purdue University, covered head to toe in peanut butter, and I saw a picture of this jabroni. They weren't kidding.
This had to have been a prank.
I love it. I'm in love with this.
This effing dude is absolutely smeared, just greased from top to bottom in peanut butters.
Dana's wanted to do this and go to a dog park. I've had to tell him I'm not going to drive him there.
The big concern on campus was this. What about folks with peanut allergies who might cross paths with this effing moron? He might inadvertently kill somebody dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's touching doorknobs.
I would never
probably.
think of something like that.
Neither would I, but this is what caused a massive police response. I mean, this is hilarious. Next thing you know, all the students were wondering what the hell was going on. There are squad cars everywhere looking for the peanut butter fairy or whoever this crackhead is pretending to be. There was evidence of him everywhere. The dude left peanut butter smears on door handles everywhere he went. Cleaning crews were called in to sanitize surfaces all over campus. New guys in the corner puking his guts out. Word is, nobody knows if Peanut Man is a student or a local, or was this a fraternity hazing type deal, or what? Nobody knows. Terror has gripped the campus of Purdue University.
I would think this is just like a fraternity prank of some sort.
That would be my first guess as well.
It's got to be. He looked like a student. Did you already say this is up on our website, Ashley?
No, I haven't, but it is up there. It would be really disturbing if it wasn't some type of prank. And
if it was just
on his own doing that.
Yeah, that's the concern, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, if it's a frat prank, okay, haha, very funny. But if this is just some wacko, I mean, he really does look like they hung him from his ankles and dipped him smooth into a massive silo of Skippy peanut butter. He is that thoroughly covered.
What if there was just a real nefarious intent and he was trying to kill people with peanut allergies? What a strange movie that would be.
Peanut Butter Bandit?
Yeah, he's just some sort of serial killer. This is going to take forever, but I'm going to take some folks out.
That is something. All right. Before we go, Jesus, sometimes having yourself a roommate can turn into a total disaster. It can destroy a friendship quicker than you can say Jack Robinson. You don't really know somebody until you up and live in the same house with them. It happens. Up there in British Columbia. This gal must have really hated living with her dude roommate. I'm not sure if they knew each other before moving in together. The story doesn't say so. But anyways, this gal must have really hated this sumbitch she was living with. And she just wants to make his life as miserable as possible now that they are no longer roommates. This gal is withholding part of his security deposit because he ate some of her candy when she wasn't looking. So she's just turning the screws on this.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys ever... Well, you've told the story before about your friend that wouldn't allow you a splash of milk for macaroni. So I was going to ask if anybody's known anyone that... I don't know if it would be petty or cheap. I mean, if you're in a tough spot and every penny counts, it makes a difference. But obviously, in this case, she's just pissed off. You guys known someone like that before?
Well, yeah.
No, I've never had like a bad roommate, but I have a friend, and this is one of my favorite situations to ever be involved in. She had us come up and visit her at whatever college she was at the time, and she lived with one other girl.
It starts with an M, I think.
And
Callback joke, Cubby.
Yeah, I caught it.
Callback. Go ahead.
It's west maybe or north?
Yeah, it's like northwest. But once we got there, she was like, yeah, sorry, I don't have any dining room chairs anymore. It's like, well, what happened to them? Her roommate stole them. and like did something with them. Because she was mad at her for some other situation.
Yeah.
I was like, that is insane. And eventually that night we were like, don't laugh. We were outside in the driveway playing some pickup basketball together, and we realized that they were out in the dumpster. We're like, what is up with this girl? You just took the dining room chairs that she didn't pay for and threw them in the garbage?
It can get nasty.
What?
You're young. You're living on your own, usually for the first time. You don't got a pot to piss in. It starts problems. Friendships end. Absolutely. Yeah, that was the situation when I was living at St. Cloud State. Didn't have a pot to piss in. I was lucky if I looked in my wallet and saw a $10 bill. But one night I was able to afford a box of Kraft mac and cheese. Got it all rolling there on the stovetop, but I did not have any milk. And I asked my 3 roommates, hey guys, I'm a little screwed here. Can you do me a favor? Can I borrow a splash of milk from any of you? They all said no.
And that's not much. You just need a tiny little bit.
No.
Yeah, you barely need any.
I had a bad roommate situation later in life, but a lot of that was my fault. I was drinking too much, and that could have been easily resolved, but I was too stubborn. So anyway, here's this gal. She's withholding her ex-roommate's security deposit because he ate some of her candy when she wasn't looking. A totally unnecessary mess here. Stupid. It went to court. And I think she won. So she got like $12 out of the guy. Her dude roommate, he doesn't deny eating, quote, a few chocolates here and there. He also said the fact that this went to court, he finds that to be hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
She went after the guy for every little thing. Hairs on the shower curtain. She wanted $5 from the dude because she claimed he stole her magic eraser, whatever that is. What's a magic eraser?
Those little like white sponge looking things. They are kind of magic.
Those are amazing.
It gets
if you
marks
don't
off
use
walls
those,
and stuff.
if you don't use those, you need to check those out. Those are incredible.
I got to look that up.
I'm sure you've seen or used one. I bet your wife has one. I mean, they are kind of crazy what they can get off.
It's Mr. Clean, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, I'll have to look that because I like to clean. I'm the one in the house that cleans.
Dude, these things are going to blow your mind.
I'm the obsessive compulsive disorder guy.
Now the key is don't use too much water on those because then it just becomes like this big goopy mess.
Okay. So anyway, you think you know somebody, and then you live with them, and realize you're dealing with a completely different animal. Magic eraser, huh? That sounds interesting. I got a Swiffer.
Oh, no, this is 10 times better. I was I don't know. I've always cleaned the same way my whole life. I've always done whatever my mom has done, so I was anti-magic eraser until I actually got my hands on one and used it, and I was like, wow.
All right. I'm going to go looking for this.
Oh, you'll like it. I agree with this text. Somebody said don't use the off-brand ones. Yeah, they are nothing like the magic eraser.
You know what? The wife gets pissed at me when I use the Swiffer because she doesn't like the scent that it gives off.
Oh, it's one of the spraying ones?
No, it has a certain scent. You take the wet rag out of the box, you put it on that square Swiffer.
Oh yeah, so yours is the wet. There's the dry one and the wet one.
I've got both. When I use the wet one, she don't like the smell of it.
I don't know why that's adorable picturing you using your Swifter.
I like to get after things like that. Yesterday I vacuumed.
This is great. Sorry.
She doesn't like air fresheners in general. Like when I go down into the basement where the cat has a couple of litter boxes down there, and if he's cut a fresh one and it reeks a little bit, I'll get out one of those 2-story tall 1985 cans that just say air freshener, and it just... I'll just empty the whole... She goes nuts for it. She doesn't like that air freshener stuff, and I love that stuff.
Sometimes you axe bomb yourself. Does that bother you when you axe bomb yourself?
She thinks it's silly that I pour Axe all over every inch of my body before I just go to the gas station for a can of chew, but I'm out to impress.
Yeah.
Now take Ashley, see if you agree with this. This person texted in on Magic Erasers and said they can even erase your shame.
Yes.
They are that good.
Yes.
I don't know how that technology works, but I mean, if you're like scrubbing with a rag or whatever and you can't get it to work, the Magic Eraser will do it.
I dig it.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
This kid pissed me off today. I was playing 2K. I've been playing 2K for like 2 hours, and I told him, too. I was like, just wait. And he just called me washed up. He called me a bunch of things. He said he ain't seen a highlight from me in a minute. And I just told him, all right, we'll see. He said, tell me to go to sleep. Like, he was going in. So this game was for that kid or grown man, whoever that was.
Oh, God, it's just hotter than Hades in here suddenly. Is anyone else overheating to the point of where an ambulance...
I think you're going through menopause.
It's just
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm a little chilly, actually.
If my friend Justy is listening, I'm thinking of taking my shirt off. That was Cleveland Cavaliers star player Donovan Mitchell, Despita. He dumped 46 points on somebody the other night. I forgot what ball club, and it doesn't matter. He said he had extra motivation before the ball game because some gamer dork pissed him off earlier in the day. He was playing NBA 2K online before the real ball game, and some jabroni told him he was washed up. So he went out and showed that nerd just how washed up he really is.
That's awesome.
By scoring 46 points.
It was definitely a kid.
Going after him?
Yeah, it's probably like an 11-year-old.
Yes, some 11-year-old in a foreign country somewhere.
Well, I was thinking maybe if you heard that story and you're a diehard Timberwolves fan, you try to get linked up with Anthony Edwards and start talking trash to him to motivate him.
Well, maybe not him, but somebody else on the team who's struggling a bit.
That's a good point.
Little jaw-jacking. Get your guy motivated. We got plenty to cover here in a half hour. We got to talk to Andrew DePaola. We got to get a listener on the air for Purple Pick'em. I can tell you this much, the Pigs did lose last night by a goal in North Carolina. But before we go, Josh and Ashley were telling me about a cleaning product called Magic Eraser. I'm not familiar, and I'm a cleaning type of a guy. I like to sweep this and vacuum that and wipe down the counter with the... That's my thing. I have OCD, and there's nothing that will stop it, and I am a cleaner type of a guy. Josh... your mother is a magic eraser. You want to know why?
Not really.
She can get anything off.
That's a really good one.
Josh's news report is next.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
November is heating up for U.S. soccer.
The United States need to be a little more nasty.
Big international friendlies for the men.
Oh, Callum, that was nasty.
And a Black Friday friendly for the women.
The expectations have always been here for this team. We understand that.
Listen anywhere on the go with the Westwood One Sports app. And for behind-the-scenes stories, catch the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
Boy, do we have an episode for you.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
There was actually like a father and son that were fighting against each other. You can see other adults outside the cages as well as many other minors.
The first rule of Hillbilly Boxing Club is y'all don't talk about Hillbilly Boxing Club. But there should have been a second rule. Definitely don't film it, post it online, and then act surprised when the cops show up. But that's what two men ended up facing misdemeanor charges for after organizing what they proudly called hillbilly boxing. setting up a makeshift ring in an Indiana field where even minors were thrown into the cage.
Welcome back to Hillbilly Boxing, Indiana Fight Club.
Authorities got a tip last month about a 14-year-old 8th grader who had been taking part in the backcountry bouts in southeastern Indiana.
An 8th grader.
An 8th grader. I mean, they were young kids in some cases.
They put him up against a 35-year-old or something?
A lot of times it was kid versus kid, but as you heard in the opening clip, one was a father and son.
Dude.
Around the same time, the Indiana Gaming Commission received a similar complaint, prompting investigators to look more closely. And what they found wasn't exactly subtle. At least 8 YouTube videos showed people, including minors, stepping into the ring for the underground boxing matches. When officers interviewed a 14-year-old, he confirmed he appeared in the videos and admitted he'd been injured during one of the so-called hillbilly fights.
What does our culture say, right? I mean, we're supposed to be protecting or looking out for minors and 14-year-olds, and here you have adults encouraging a little 14-year-old to start scrapping and beating up on other people, and he himself gets fairly injured.
What, pee himself?
He himself. He himself.
Oh, I thought she said he peed himself.
It's possible. I would have. The videos online capturing these crimes are very disturbing, to say the least. They show young people, some of whom appear to be juveniles, engaging in brawls, sometimes with adults, the prosecutor said. According to investigators, minors trading punches in the rustic rumbles had been going on throughout the summer, and the final bout took place at the end of October.
That sounds pretty badass.
I bet there were some times when I was 14 that my dad wanted to get me in a hillbilly boxing ring.
You think you could have taken him?
No.
Do you think you can now?
Yeah. No offense, Dad.
You know what? It's probably, I mean, every dad would be proud the day his son can kick. Well, maybe not the day, but much later when you realize, hey, he can beat me up. That's pretty cool. So, it's comicbook.com. They put together a list of the 10 most iconic quotes that everyone knows from movies.
The 10 most iconic quotes that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And then, I referenced the one in Fight Club.
Let's see if I can get them all. Do you mind? Because I'm not
I'm going to get to that here, yes. Yeah. So, number 9, the one I referenced from Fight Club, is in that top 10. So, it's finished number 9. So, you guys want to try the rest of the top 10 then, it sounds like?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They're pretty easy. Nick might not get a couple of them just because they're newer movies, but I think you guys will all cumulatively get them.
All right.
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Endgame.
That's right. I mentioned Fight Club at number 9. We're going up to number 1 here. With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man.
Houston, we have a problem.
Apollo's 13.
I see dead people.
Sixth Sense.
Can't remember.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The Wizard.
The Wizard
Come
of
on,
Oz,
guys.
Ashley?
Yeah, The Wizard of Oz.
All right, that was number 5. You shall not pass.
No idea.
Oh, shoot.
I thought Dana or Ashley would nail this one.
I'm going to say...
Do you know what series it's from? If I give you a hint?
Inner Space,
No.
starring Dennis Quaid and Martin Short.
I like that movie, though.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes. Lord of the Rings, specifically Fellowship of the Ring.
Inner Space.
I'll be back.
Terminator.
Terminator, Part 1, 1984.
Now, this one I thought was pretty tough. And if any of you get
Inner
this-
Space.
No, it's not Inner Space. It'd be incredible.
It's Martin Short and Dennis Quaid.
Bond. James Bond.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, they want us to name the
Yeah, then name the movie. That's
the movie from the series.
To me, that's impossible. But
As I've told you before, and I've gotten my chops busted over this, I've only ever watched one James Bond movie in my lifetime, and it was simply because of the title, and that title was Octopussy. Never cared for James Bond, so I wouldn't have a chance with that one.
I was just going to say, I kind of assumed she said it in every single movie.
You're probably right.
okay.
Maybe this is the
first one?
It could be.
Yeah.
Dr. No. Dr. No.
Dude.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah.
Sure. Inner Space.
Yeah, Inner Space again. A Florida man was arrested Wednesday after striking a 7-Eleven clerk in the face with a wad of chewing tobacco due to the convenience store's lack of toilet paper. 40-year-old Dalton Albert
No kidding.
entered the store at 8:30 a.m.
Not Dalton.
Dalton with an O.
Dalton, like he's a complete dolt.
Yes, it's perfect.
That's great when they make up the names. There's so much of that going around these days. We're having so much fun. He took the chew out of his mouth and whacked someone in the face with it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's gross.
It's 8:30 in the morning. He has to go number 2. He argues with the clerk over the lack of toilet paper. Security footage shows Albert gathering a wad of chewing tobacco from his yapper and then throwing it at the clerk, hitting her in the face. A responding officer reported the saliva-soaked slingshot maneuver left the poor gal with remnants of Albert's spit and tobacco on her face and clothing.
What brand?
Didn't say.
Bastards.
And this may shock no one. Court records show he has a criminal history, and it's a long one. A legacy which includes convictions for passing bad checks, marijuana possession, theft, driving with a revoked license, and careless driving.
I'll tell you, one of the most unsettling things I ever saw in my life was back in high school. We were having a big beer party, and this really, really drunk gal, who was a couple years younger than me, walked up to one of my bros, stuck her hand in his mouth, and he had a big, fat wad of Kodiak in there. She stuck her hand in his mouth, took the chew out, and put it in her own mouth.
I mean,
that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I can't really. I have no room to judge.
You have no room to judge that?
Yeah, I took a shot of your chew spit.
That was for $100.
That was totally different. You were doing it for money.
And a radio bit.
And a radio
You're playing
bit.
along.
The look on my pal's face, who had the chew ripped out of his yap out of nowhere, he was not warned about this. The look on his face was kind of like a fish on a hook. It was something to see, trust me.
Did he fall in love with her a little bit?
Yeah, we all did, really. She was kind of a cute gal. Yeah, Ashley, there were some hearts bubbling above our heads that evening because, wow, here's a gal who is cool with any damn thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you're thinking, right? If she'll do that.
Yeah, when you're 17, that's quite a thrill.
A Florida woman's behind bars after police said she threatened to kill a supermarket clerk with a nail clipper.
I killed the clerk.
Brandished with the confidence of someone wielding Excalibur, but it was the grooming device. 47-year-old Katricia Humphrey was arrested Tuesday after she tried to rob a supermarket in Sweetwater. During that robbery, police said Humphrey armed herself with a deadly nail clipper and told the 70-year-old clerk, "You will die." From what, old age? How do you kill somebody with a nail clipper?
Yeah, man, I wouldn't be afraid
Take a
of
while.
that.
The complaint states the altercation began when Humphrey tried to get a box of cigarettes. She said she'd pay for later. The clerk turned down that request.
She offered to pay for the cigarettes at a later date?
Yeah, don't worry.
owe you.
I'll come back.
Sure, okay.
That's not how they do things there.
No.
She became irate when the clerk wouldn't go along with that. The clerk asked her to leave the store. She said no. She then armed herself with a nail clipper and motioned as if she was going to stab him. Humphrey eventually made her way behind the counter and swiped a carton of cigarettes while continuing to threaten the clerk with the grooming device.
This gal sucks.
Perhaps not grasping that her weapon was more effective for hangnails than heists, her attempted exit was foiled when fellow shoppers surrounded Humphrey to prevent her from leaving, keeping her contained until police arrived. They were not intimidated by the tiny nail file in that nail clipper.
I'll pay you later for this pack of cigarettes.
Hey, it's cool. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I'll totally be back.
Why are you being such a jerk about this kind of thing?
That is so perfect.
Why settle for the everyday chaos of substitute teaching when you can spice things up with a .36 BAC, which appeared to be the lesson plan a Wisconsin sub improvised last week. The 30-year-old arrived at Bay Lane Elementary so hammered he tumbled out of the car, offering the parking lot an unscheduled demonstration of gravity.
Fell right out of his car,
This guy was wasted. Security footage captured him staggering around campus for hours. Christopher Rios, who was already banned from drinking while out on bail for his third DUI arrest, decided to kick off Thursday by driving drunk to school. Cameras caught him about 8:20 a.m. wobbling out of his vehicle, then collapsing to his knees like your aunt backstage at a Daughtry show as he tried to walk away. Inside, he continued his tipsy tightrope act, swaying, weaving, and interacting with students while appearing unable to walk in a straight line. Hours later, even, blood tests still clocked him at more than 4 times the legal limit.
This guy was damn near dead.
By lunchtime, body camera footage showed officers placing him in handcuffs after school officials contacted them.
The legal limit? What's your rate? Okay, you're a .36.
I think I'm all right. I think it's cool.
No.
What did he say? I couldn't.
He thinks it's all right. I think it's cool. It's not cool, according to the cops. As you heard, he had some slurred speech.
Did they let him have lunch? Because I bet he was really looking forward to eating
It was
something.
after lunch.
After lunch,
Yeah, so I think
okay.
he got his bologna sandwich or Italian dunkers. He smelled strongly of alcohol. A preliminary breath test read that .36, and he was arrested.
What did I do?
You have a warrant.
Why?
To work drunk.
What I do
I love it.
I like the cops like, you're a moron.
Dude, come on.
You're drunk, dude. Maybe he's a better teacher than he is a learner because he had an active warrant for his third DUI offense and was out on bail under conditions barring him from drinking.
Boy, I bet he'd make one of those conferences fun, though, if you let him, be himself.
Throwing caution and his clothing to the wind, a 66-year-old Minnesota man reportedly decided pants were passé and power tools were perfectly fine in the buff. Neighbors say they're often spotting him in his preferred natural state, including one unforgettable moment when he was witnessed chainsawing while butt-ass naked, quote-unquote.
Another one of these sumbitches.
That's dangerous.
The Lake Crystal resident was charged Tuesday with disorderly conduct after a series of nude displays outside his residence dubbed the Lumber Yard. After interviewing multiple witnesses, a sheriff's deputy saw the sexy 60-something appear nude. Apparently, he was next to a shed. The deputy suggested public nudity might not be ideal when children are around and commuters are cruising past. Neighbors backed that up, reporting the naked neighbor routinely tended to his chores in the nude, with one insisting the man was indeed, quote, chainsawing while butt-ass naked.
Come on, brother. What are you doing?
Pizza Hut is jumping on...
Jesus, that scared the living hell out of me.
It did?
I don't know why.
You're a jumpy person.
Yeah, I'm hotter than hell, too.
Pizza Hut's jumping on the 6-7 trend. The chain is rolling out boneless wings for just 67 cents each, roughly half the usual price on November 6th and 7th.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Yeah, not bad. So you got to get into it. Get in on it today. All you need is the code 6-7 at checkout.
Tough to remember.
The sudden buzz around 6-7 isn't random. Dictionary.com recently declared it was the word of the year. Noting that searches for the term skyrocketed over the summer, climbing more than sixfold since June. Used widely by Gen Alpha, 6-7 doesn't come with a tidy definition. It can mean so-so or maybe this, maybe that. It slips out as a playful way to frustrate elders at times. Pizza Hut isn't the only chain joining the trend. An Alabama franchise of Domino's is promoting $6.70 pizzas with the code 6-7, although that deal hasn't been rolled out nationally. The 6-7 trend is also taken off at In-N-Out with viral videos on TikTok and Instagram.
Those are so great.
Showing crowds waiting for workers to call out order number 67.
The one I saw, there's like 200 kids in there. And
Yeah.
they're all like standing on chairs and tables, and they go nuts like their school just won the national championship.
The 6-7 thing's unreal. That clip I played was a South Park episode all about it. It was perfect. If you've got a kid that says it, they nailed it. And in the United Arab Emirates, yesterday, November 6th, and today, the 7th, between 6 and 7 p.m. local time, McDonald's UAE offered a free 6-piece McNugget pack via their app, which each box contains 7 nuggets now instead of 6.
This is getting so out of control.
It really is.
I think this,
it's so much better than all the political BS and that kind of garbage.
Yeah, and adults probably thought the stuff I was saying at that age were stupid too, so I can't be too harsh on them.
It's a bit of a busy week in theaters, starting with the new Predator film, Predator Badlands. Cast out from its clan, an alien hunter and an unlikely ally team up in search of the ultimate adversary. Based on the 2013 book The Nazi and the Psychiatrist, Russell Crowe stars in Nuremberg. As the Nuremberg trials begin, a U.S. Army psychiatrist becomes locked in a tense psychological showdown with an accused Nazi war criminal. Also in theaters, the story of Christy Martin, the most successful female boxer of the 90s. It's called Christy and stars Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney wants to put her training for Christy to the test. She said she'd like to fight in a charity boxing match.
I'll volunteer.
It would be really interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see her play a role like that, because I see her face and I would never think of, like, no offense to her at all, but like an athlete.
Didn't she put on like 30 pounds or more of muscle?
Yeah.
No way. Oh,
Yeah,
I got to check it out.
Watch the trailer. It looks pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die, My Love. Locked away in an old house in Montana, a young writer slowly slips into madness. Warm up your favorite couch butt groove this weekend for 2 big new streaming releases. First on Netflix, Guillermo del Toro's adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, starring Oscar Isaac. A brilliant but egotistical scientist brings a monstrous creature to life in an experiment which ultimately destroys them both. And the latest from the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, the new Apple TV series Pluribus. where the most miserable person on earth must save the world from happiness. In Pluribus, a mysterious phenomena sweeps the population, but instead of disease, it appears to induce extreme joy. Early reviews have called the sci-fi series, unlike anything on TV, quote, in the best possible way.
Well,
I'll trust Vince Gilligan with anything.
Apple has already ordered a second season.
There's someone out there named Vince Gilligan?
Mm-hmm.
What do they do for a living?
Creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh.
Interesting name.
One of the newest friends of the Brother and Sisterhood, international singing star Cisco, will be 47 on Sunday.
Hey, there you go. You should send him a card.
I don't have his address.
Just send him a card.
I'll just find every single address in Maple Grove.
Just write Crisco. It'll get to him.
Crisco?
Oh,
well, that's the KS95 guy.
What?
Yes.
My
Did I
bad.
say Crisco?
No,
Oh.
you said Cisco. My bad,
Okay.
Crisco.
Yeah, Cisco. Cisco. We'll send it Cisco. From the Luther Bloomington Kia text line, Old Milwaukee Jesus shouting out the boys headed to Camp 3/4 Skin for a weekend of debauchery and buck slaying. Not your average sponsor, Jesus, sending a congratulations and happy 3-year sober anniversary to Chipman Jesus. Congratulations to Ginger Ninja Jesus on 3 years of sobriety today from No More Whiskey Jesus. Happy birthday to Ken, who Janelle Klein's side piece tells me is a loser. And happy birthday to sad Packer fan Jesus. That's 93X News.
The Minnesota Vikings interview.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Touchdown! Vikings win it! On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
There's definitely a level of a switch that gets flipped. I call him 9. 9 comes out, and I got to understand, like, okay, he can't be at his peak performance throughout 3.5 hours. So how do I find little ways, on the sideline, get back to my breath, get back to my visualization that could kind of maintain that intense, competitive stamina throughout the whole game?
The quarterback's got an alter ego?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
I love him. He's insane, and I love it.
Did you see in the last game, before the Lions game, the announcers were showing him like 2.5 hours beforehand sitting in the venue by himself, meditating?
Oh, yeah. He used to do that in college, too.
Oh, he did? Yeah, they mentioned that's kind of something he does.
Is he one with the universe and nothing else
well,
matters?
He's transforming into his alter ego, 9.
That's weird. Let's see if we can squeeze everybody into the mix here. Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder?
Yeah.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Just call
Good.
me
My alter
65.
ego is fine too.
Randy, you want to be called?
Not 11?
No, not 11.
She's 65.
No, I'm 93. Just call
He
me
wants to be called 69.
Agent.
Nice, Brad.
Agent
Nice.
69. All right, and of course, the Vikings play this weekend. We got a bro on the ball club. Let's find out if maybe he has an alter ego himself.
What's up, 42?
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Morning, Andrew. I mean, your nickname is Depot, but is that also your alter ego?
I can't say that it is.
Do you morph into some different character when you take the ball field?
I mean, I think there's like a switch that guys flip to be like, okay, like this is game time. And I think it's kind of like a mental thing that guys do to kind of just get themselves in that zone of like, hey, like I'm here for the next 3.5 hours. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I'm remembering my assignments. And, I guess if they name it, they name it. But I think everybody sort of has that little like, flip that switch when it's game time and then, turn it off and get back to civilian mode, I guess.
Well, I think the same could be said for anybody when they check into work, right, Josh?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get into character and do your job, and then when
do your
you,
best.
on your drive home, you cry a little bit or whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes on your way there, you might cry. And
Right.
you wonder some life choices you've made.
I think it's safe to be said, anybody, no matter what you do for a living, you probably become a little bit of a different character once you're on the job. So.
McCarthy kind of talked about playing angry, and that's a part of his Persona 9. You're such a nice guy, Andrew. Do you play a little angry, though? Is that part of the difference you're talking about?
No, I don't play angry. No, I don't. I think, no, angry is not the right word. Like, I'm just kind of more like going through my checks, going through my progressions, kind of like seeing what I see and then eliminating, like, all right, so out of this formation, like, they can't do this, this, or this, so that eliminates, like, things they can do. And then, like, I guess I'm more like, I don't know. I think I get more calm, to be honest with you, because I just kind of like let the game come to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so you guys have just different styles, it sounds like.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's actually funny. So during the game, I kept going up against the same guy for the Lions, and I mean, he's a really good player. He's great at what he does on special teams, and so I had to really watch a good amount of film on him. I had to really lock in against this guy. So we went up against each other a handful of times, and then after one of the plays, the play was over and we're jogging off the field. I was like, "Dang man, like did a lot of studying on you. You're a great player." He like looks at me like he wanted to stab me in the heart, and then walks off the field. And I'm like, all right, well, probably shouldn't have given that guy a compliment. And then after the game, I see him. So I'm like, nah, like, screw this guy. Like, so I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, you're great. He smiles, gives me a hug. He's like, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm like, oh, now we're buddies? Like, now we're friends? Like, I'm trying to give you a compliment during the game, and you went, like, all murderer on me. So I think everybody has that thing they kind of go into and just kind of like, all right, I'm focused, I'm locked in, like whatever they got going on in the outside world, like forget it, like let's just go play some ball.
Here's what JJ had to say about playing angry.
It's unique, and I kind of love feeding that wolf because my entire life, at Michigan, it was a smiley face on my hand and smile and you have fun, you're going to play better and all that, which is true. But I also think there's a lot of power that comes from, that built-up anger that you can transmute into your performance.
You get an attitude. You picture your opponent as your worst enemy, that kind of a thing. Yeah. Sure.
People are reminding us that Justin Jefferson does that, too. I forgot. He's got his – well, I thought it was kind of like when he puts on all his chains and everything. Is it Jeets or Jets?
Jets, I think.
Jets? Yeah, he becomes Jets, not Justin at that point. So he's got his own thing going.
I mean, you want to talk about a player who flipped a switch, John Randall, for Pete's sake.
Oh, for sure.
John Randall, who was, sure. He was kind of a high-strung character off the field also. Talked a lot. But
not really, though.
When I was around him, he was.
Yeah, I would say he definitely flipped the switch. And the thing that John did was he did his homework, man.
Oh, yeah.
He studied up on the guys he was going to go up against so he could find little things to, like, tweak them. So...
Yeah. Talk about their mothers and whatnot.
Yes.
I love the story about how he used to study the other team's media guide the week of the game, and then he would know everything about that person, where they went to school, their kids' names, their wife's name. I mean,
he'd say, I hear your mother's having health troubles, huh? Ha-ha. Things like that. Yeah, he'd get after it. Yeah. I hear your little brother failed out of 12th grade. Things like that.
We worked with a guy like that, kind of, and
That's
we're on
crazy.
the same side.
But Andrew, now you've been around long enough to where are there times when you get up to the line of scrimmage to snap that football, you recognize the guy on the other on the other side of the ball, and it's just kind of like this exchange where you go, oh well, hello again, Howard, and he says, oh hey Andrew, how you doing?
How are the kids?
Yeah, actually, yes.
There's plenty of that cordial conversation there too, isn't there?
Yeah, that more so will happen like during timeouts, like if there's a TV timeout or like a review timeout, and we're standing out there for, I don't know. Usually it's for like a field goal or extra point, but sometimes for punt too. You just walk across that line, say what's up, hey, how you doing? How's your wife? How the kids doing? Oh my gosh, they're growing so fast, blah blah blah. All right.
Andrew, speaking of getting ready for a game and getting in a certain headspace, do you have a certain song that you listen to before the game to like really get you pumped up?
Is it?
And why is it Baby Shark?
What was the song we learned about yesterday with Marcus
Karma,
Foligno?
or what's it?
Yeah, Karma by Taylor Swift.
Karma is My Boyfriend by Taylor Swift. Taylor
Swift.
Karma is your boyfriend.
No, I don't know if this is going to sound weird but like what I like to do is like no matter where I am, home or away, but like the ride into the stadium, I don't listen to any music. I just look around. I take in the sights, take in the sounds. I look at the tailgaters, whether they're our fans or not. I look at the stadium as we're coming up to it, like the other people and cars, people that are making their way to the game. I think that's really cool, like what people are doing like on game day. And I just want to take that all in and just be present in that moment because, it's not going to last forever.
You like a little calm before the storm.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? I just, like to see what everybody's doing and just embrace it and take it all in. And
when we were kids, it was all When we were kids, it was all about Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Oh, yeah. That hasn't really changed.
We listened to we listened to Eye of the Tiger before games. A lot of the Motley Crue Shout at the Devil record was big. Wake Up the Sleeping Giant by Twisted Sister. That was our when I was a senior in high school, that was our psych up song in the locker room.
I have psych up music. Oh, sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask you, Nick, did anybody ever throw out a suggestion where everyone looked at them like they're crazy?
No.
Like
no.
if we were all going to sit down and watch TV together and I said, hey, well, let's put on the Property Brothers.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a response, somebody that said something like that?
No, we were all on the same page. We loved the hard rock, hair rock, so it was a lot of Crew. But I think the most memorable one was "Wake Up the Sleeping Giant." That's a very big psych up song.
I have psych up music for station events that we have to go to. I listen to a lot of Tech Nine. It's like heavy, kind of like more dark.
I haven't thought about Tech Nine in a long time, Ashley.
Yeah, it puts me in the mood, and
It's
I'm like, all right, let's go.
Like a gangster rap?
Yeah.
I've never done anything
Before
like that.
you go to a bar gig?
Yeah, or before we have a booze cruise or
All
something.
you got to do is hand out some stickers, for Christ's sake. What do you...
It puts me in the right mindset.
I've never seen you like all hyped up at one of those
No,
things.
you don't appear to be someone that just listened to an hour and a half of gangster rap when you...
Dana pre-games with White Claw and gummies. And he's in a different world sometimes.
The 38th birthday, they'll never be forgotten.
Well,
except for me,
you.
I forgot a lot about it.
Yeah.
We're chatting with Andrew DePaola here. Got a game Sunday. Andrew, what do you know about the pelvic thrust rule in the National Football League?
It's like the catch rule. I don't know it.
Yeah,
at all. I don't know. They keep
isn't
changing it.
Carolina Panthers ball player, a running back by the name of Rico Dowdle. He got fined by the National Football League for doing a double pump pelvic thrust during a touchdown celebration last week. $15,000 the guy got fined. Because apparently, do I have this right, Josh? The NFL will allow one pelvic pump.
Yes.
And they'll let you get away with that. But if it's a double up, you will receive a fine.
And I think it used to be 2. The third is the one that gets you in trouble. But, yeah, now it's just down to 1.
And there's do you know the old Key and Peele bit, Andrew, on this gimmick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think
it's shown to us in our meeting, in our NFL meeting. If you can believe that.
Is that right? Oh, yeah. For this reason or just to be
Just,
funny?
I think, trying to bring some humor to the rule, but also being like, there is a line.
Yeah. They want to let you know you can F around, but don't F around too much because then you'll find out.
Do they also show the Aaron bit? Because that's a good one. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
I've seen that one. No, they didn't show that one.
With the rules what they are now, so you get one thrust. I'm just picturing some rules committee sitting in the office going over the tape in slow motion. Now, did he follow through on the second thrust? Did the hips come all the way across, or was it just 1.5? They're like breaking it down frame by frame.
You know what? I bet they would, right?
I bet they would.
If somebody gets to 1.5, yeah.
And I think Josh is right. I think a number of years ago you were allowed 2 pumps. Now they've cut her down to 1 skis. So, be careful.
Can we get some players should try? Some players should. Go ahead, Andrew.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just was it the Key and Peele skit that started the whole 2-pump thing, or was that like a real thing, with the league?
I can't be sure.
Some players should do one and then start to do the second one and stop and shake their finger and go, no, I'm not doing the second one, and see if they get fined or not.
Or what if you got the whole, let's say there's an interception for a touchdown, so the whole defense does just one each, in a row. I wonder.
Oh yeah.
Is there any trouble there?
You're kind of you're playing
skirting the rules.
You're playing with fire, but I see what you mean. So this Dowdle kid started a GoFundMe for the $15,000 fine he was looking at, and everyone said, "What? You can't." Well, what he did was he took all the money, he's throwing it all at a charity, so he's making a good thing out of it. That's good humor to me.
Yeah, I like that too.
Before we let you go, because we know you got to go in a couple minutes, Andrew. Staying in the pelvic region. We talked about this yesterday, but we did not have Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder on the line. I'm wondering if you boys are familiar with this story. a cat who used to play here in town, a big offensive lineman by the name of Matt Khalil.
And actually, Depot,
big tackle.
He was our Viking when he for 2 years when he was here.
He was our Andrew DePaola back.
He was your warm-up act.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah, we had him on the air every week for 2 years, and I don't remember anything about that.
Nick couldn't remember at all.
He made the Pro Bowl while he was on the air with us too, so we've got quite a streak going.
Okay, is that for real? I have no memory of this guy at all.
Really? Wow.
None at all. And we talked to him every week, and Josh said that's because he was pretty boring.
Well, he was dry.
Yes.
That might have been an off-air conversation.
Andrew DePaola, what? Josh said the guy wasn't very good on the air.
Hey,
so.
Randy agreed.
Yeah.
I said he was dry.
I mean,
that's what I mentioned. He's more cliche. He didn't have a personality like DePaul.
Oh, who gives a rat's ass about Matt Khalil and what he thinks about us? Andrew, we'll never forget you. We won't.
You're the man.
Yeah, you've been wonderful. So anyway, here's the story I wanted to throw your way in case you hadn't heard it. Matty Khalil, whatever his name is, he got a divorce a couple of years ago. His ex-wife is named Haley. She's one of these social media people. She went on a podcast and told the whole world that the biggest factor for why she divorced Matt Khalil is because his penis was far too large.
Your thoughts? If I ever had a prenup, that's the only thing I'd want in it, is that my wife has to say that's what ended the marriage. She can have anything she wants.
They went to divorce court. She limped her way into court. And
Jesus.
She said that was
I don't think that's a great reason to get divorced. Like, that's terrible for her.
That's a reason to get married.
Here's the... This is why you're here.
Every time I go to the grocery store, Ashley's in the frozen food aisle buying a bag of frozen peas. Nobody likes peas that damn much. What's going on?
Oh, my God.
If you haven't heard the clip, here she is talking about it.
That was the biggest factor?
Yeah, the biggest factor, yes.
Oh, my God.
He's like 0.01% of the population.
Oh, it's like that? Try though?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like,
of course. We try
impossible?
everything. Impossible. Like, unless you're going to be in tears.
He was too large, Andrew.
Man, got me just my hat's off to him right now.
Yep. Respect, brother.
Have you ever seen those?
What a way to get divorced, right? Yeah, me and my wife are getting divorced, and she just puts you on blast, but, like, not in a terrible way, I'd say.
He's out of the league now, right? He's not playing anymore?
Oh, yeah, for a few years. Long gone.
Yeah. He does a radio show now.
I think something else isn't large enough anymore for her.
Oh, Brad Ryder with a money joke.
Oh, sure.
He's not raking in the bucks. All right, we know you got to go, Andrew. Thanks for everything. Good luck Sunday.
Tell everyone
again.
why you're late. Make sure you explain.
Tell everyone what conversation made you late for the meeting. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You got. We'll see you later. He's playing the Baltimore Ball Club this weekend, the Vikings here. That's what they're doing.
Magic playing machinist Jesus said the actual quote from Haley Bailey. By the way, that's what she calls herself. It was, quote, like 2 Coke cans. I didn't hear that part. Does that change your mind, Ashley?
Nah.
I thought she described it as a veiny pool noodle.
No.
I hate that.
What's happening in the background? Are we being invaded? What is that noise?
Is that the leaf
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
Oh, it's maybe
Purple
Andrew's...
Pick'em.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Purple Pick'em.
Purple Pick'em.
The Purple Pick'em Challenge is brought to you by Xfinity, your home field advantage. Get all your football all in one place. Purple Pick'em is also brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Eagan. Oh, we're going to make this fast, I'll tell you, because I'm losing my mind.
I just got the chills.
Today we're going to work with a feller by the name of U.S. Army Rappel Master Jesus. He's the lucky guy. We drew his name this week. Let's see what he's got going on other than maddening noises from his cell phone. Good morning. Timothy is the real name. Timothy?
Yeah, Tim. Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Hi. What are you doing, Tim? What's going on, man?
I'm just riding out the football season. I'm a football referee for high school, and I didn't get to do the state this year, so now I'm getting ready for wrestling season next week. So that's what I'm doing.
We got a rare animal here, a high school referee. You guys are dropping like flies.
And you sound happy. actually. That's good.
Well, I am, and I'm not, because it's football season for high school goes so fast. And, I'm just kind of disappointed that I didn't get selected to be part of the state because I believe I'm one of the better back judges in the entire state, so I'm told. But I didn't get selected again this year, so I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm always happy. I'm retired, so why not?
Good for you, man. Sorry to hear that you weren't selected for the state tournament. I'm sure you do a wonderful job, and I'm just happy to talk to a referee. Happy to hear the tone in your voice. You sound like a happy person. We hear so many bad stories about the treatment of officials these days.
Yeah, I've been doing it for so long. A lot of stuff goes in one ear and out the other. It's just no big to me. It's just another day.
Well, good for you. And now you're stepping up. You're going to handle some high school wrestling here shortly.
Yes, sir. I am so looking forward to that.
Tell us about this rappel master. Tell us about your military career.
Well, I did 22 years total, and during my time, I was an instructor at a school called the Air Assault School. And we smoked the living tarnish out of you. A lot of push-ups, a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. But we also, kind of narrowed down a little bit and try to educate you as well. And one of the things that I had to teach was to learn how to rappel from a helicopter, about 100 feet up in the air. And that just scared the living crap out of a lot of people. But imagine my position, being a rappel master, hanging out the door as if it's no big deal. It's like, I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm strapped in pretty strong. So, yeah, I'm not going to go nowhere.
That's badass.
That's movie theater stuff.
That is badass. That's fascinating. So, of course, it makes sense. Why would you ever be intimidated by some drunk high school football dad?
Exactly. And it's not so much the dads, it's for football, because I'm kind of in the middle of the field as a back judge, but on wrestling, you got him right at the edge of the mat, and you're like, dude, just shut up. I know what I'm doing. If I didn't say 3, then he didn't get 3 points. He didn't earn it.
Good for you, and I'd like to buy you a beer someday, Tim. So here's what we need out of you. We need your predictions for this weekend's game, the halftime score. Let's start with the halftime score, Tim.
Okay, I'm going to go a little low, so I'm going to go Baltimore 14 and Minnesota 13 on the first half.
Tie game at the first half, Cubby. Is that what you said?
No, didn't you say 14-13?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
14-13 Baltimore. Sorry, I misunderstood. And what about when she's all wrapped up, sir?
Well, Minnesota likes to open it up in the second half, so hopefully the defense can pull us through. So I'm going to go Minnesota 37 and Baltimore just 28.
Wow. If you get one or the other correct, Tim, you're going to win $1,000. If you get them both, $100,000. Oh, my damn, what a display you could put on at the high school wrestling show, at the high school wrestling meet, if you've got a fresh $100,000 in your pocket.
Yeah, that would be awesome, guys.
You could treat everyone like garbage. Who cares anymore? You got $100,000 and a trip to the big game. Tim, it's been a real pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for your service, and have a great Veterans Day next week, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you again soon.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
You bet.
See you later.
Timothy.
Right, Timothy, otherwise known as U.S. Army Rappel Master Jesus. He's made his predictions, everybody.
Randy, see what you can do about getting him a state football gig.
Rand's got the connections.
Yeah, I wish I had that kind of connection.
What a character.
Yeah, he was so cool.
What a friggin' character.
He sounded so Minnesotan, too.
We didn't even get to the fact that he's from Owatonna. Doesn't he sound like he's from Owatonna? All right, gentlemen. We'll go this way, we'll go that way before we're all said and done here. Last night's Thursday night football game turned out with a 10-7 final score. The Denver Broncos defeated the Las Vegas Raiders. Shout out to my homie, Sean Payton. Does John Elway still have something to do with the Broncos?
I think he's still the GM.
Yeah, I think he is.
John Elway ruined junior high for me. I was a big Bernie Kosar fan as a kid, and if John Elway would have just done the right thing and played professional baseball instead of football, Bernie Kosar and the Cleveland Browns would have won 2 Super Bowls.
After a quick Google search, looks like he's no longer part of the team. His contract expired in 2023.
Oh, well, there you go.
There's some very dark, sad news from the National Football League where a defensive player for the Dallas Cowboys sadly ended his own life yesterday. A kid by the name of Marshawn Nealand, only 24 years old. This is just absolutely horrible.
Yep.
Word is it started with some kind of a pursuit. Nealand driving a motor vehicle, cops chasing him. He loses to cops. The cops find his vehicle crashed, Summers, and Nealand flees on foot. Cops are looking everywhere for him. While they're looking for the kid, word got to the cops that his friends were very, very concerned about his mental well-being. His friends told the police he's been sending out goodbye messages all day, and they find the guy in the woods dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. He just played for the Cowboys, what was it, Monday Night Football?
Just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, was it Monday, Sunday? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Cowboys played on Monday.
He just played Monday against the Cardinals and scored a touchdown, a special teams touchdown. He recovered a blocked kick or something. This is the first I've heard of the guy. I don't know anything about his background, but it sounds like obviously he was in a terrible spot, and it's just tragic. Just tragic.
Just goes to show you again that you just don't know what everybody's going through.
No,
right?
you don't.
And there's nothing wrong with giving grace to people. So.
Sure. Well said, Randy Shaver. You know, when this story broke yesterday, I think we all realized that we had forgotten.
Yes, we did.
We all realized that we had forgotten all about this guy. In all fairness, after overdosing on this individual's nonsense for years, I think our brains just erased memory of him as a healing process. Former NFL wide receiver and raving lunatic Antonio Brown, who's been on the run from the cops.
Yes.
What?
For 5 months on an attempted murder charge. He was taken into custody earlier this week. He was hiding in Dubai.
Well, he wasn't really hiding. He was on social media.
Okay, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, he was like, they figured out where he was because he was dumb enough to tell people where he was. So, yeah.
So, U.S. Marshals flew him back to the States. He'll be formally processed and all that. I had forgotten all about this. There was some stupid celebrity boxing match in Miami last year, and the allegations are that he was firing a weapon. So that's why they went all the way to Dubai, grabbed him up, brought him back to the States, and apparently we'll see him in court at one point or another. But yeah, every one of us, when the story broke, Randy sent a text and said, I'd forgotten all about this sumbitch.
This dude, I don't forget about him.
I totally forgot he was still.
Oh yeah.
Why it's taken him 5 months. It was probably way down on the to-do list of the FBI.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure that they weren't too worried about the guy, but he was on the run for 5 months.
I see his tweets all the time, and it's probably because I try to look for them because he's just so unhinged.
It is weird that you're on the run for attempted murder, but you just can't resist going on social media.
Exactly.
I will cross the world, but I got to get that tweet out.
Is that not a sign of the times or what?
It is.
Right.
Yes.
Good Lord.
And it's not like he's tweeting anything of importance at all.
Like, I'm innocent, stop chasing me, that kind of thing.
It's just random garbage. Well, his last tweet is about how he is handing over his social media to people, to his team, while he fights for his inness.
God, imagine being on his team.
Why?
Right.
Yeah, who's still on his team?
Like his high school
it's
buddies
like
or
two
something?
people.
Yeah.
He and Mark Sanchez are close, I think. Speaking of Mark Sanchez, Fox Television has found a replacement for Mark to cover NFL games. As you all know, Sanchez is currently busy trying to figure out how much time he might spend in prison for playing dagger tag with an over-the-road truck driver. Former NFL quarterback Drew Brees has been hired by Fox as an NFL game analyst. And if I remember right, Brees is how do you say his name?
Brees? Where's
he's
his hair at right now?
Oh, it's anybody's guess.
It's probably better than the last time. Just like any time you see him, it's always better than the previous time.
He and Chris Berman and Al Michaels, when you see them on television on a Friday and you plan on seeing them the following week, it's anybody's guess where their hairline will be. If I remember right, Brees is a Bible banger, so odds are he's not going to drink a 5-gallon bucket of Southern Comfort and then try to forcefully remove the vital organs of a blue-collar worker.
Possibly. You
Yeah.
know. Some pretty rough stuff in the Bible.
There is, isn't there?
Some of it's pretty dark. I guess it depends.
I never
Is
thought
he
of
an
it
Old
that way.
Testament guy or a New
I
Testament
never
guy?
thought of it that way. I thought a religious guy, the odds are probably shortened that he might commit a violent crime. I don't know.
We were just talking about this off air yesterday. For anybody that's watched Chad Powers on Hulu, if it wasn't for the voice, it'd be a better show.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's too much. But one of the actors on there is she's great. One of the coaches. I was wondering more about her because I'd never heard of her or seen her, and I thought, well, maybe I could watch something else she's in. It's Mark Sanchez's wife.
Dude, that blew my mind yesterday. I could not believe that.
Yeah, poor lady.
She seems so normal.
She does seem really cool, doesn't she?
He outkicked his coverage.
100%.
Sure.
Close game in North Carolina last night. The Pigs lost to the Hurricanes by a goal 4-3. How about this now? This was like a video game. 7 goals were scored on 12 shots in the first 20 minutes and 46 seconds of last night's hockey.
Karma's your boyfriend.
What the hell was that?
Karma's your boyfriend.
Karma's your boyfriend.
Karma is your boyfriend. No, it's Marcus from yesterday. 7 goals on 12 shots in 20 minutes and 46 seconds. There were 3 goals in a 52-second stretch in the first period, and then each team scored in the first 46 seconds of the second. Carolina held on from that point. Up next, the Fellers play tonight at the New York Islanders, and then I think Sunday they're at home against the Calgary Flames. Gopher Dudes Hockey Club, they're playing Notre Dame this weekend. Gopher football has the weekend off.
Big Ten Network.
Big Ten, yeah. What about Big Ten Network?
Run the boat, Scotty-Ma, and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
Big Ten Network.
He'll be on the run from the U.S. government at one point or another.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
PJ's going to be on the run someday. Wolves at home versus Utah tonight at Sacramento on Sunday. What do you think of this? Paul Pierce says that cheating on your girlfriend is the only way to really know if she loves you.
Ashley, your thoughts?
That's a new twist.
I would have to disagree with this one.
It's a bit of a reach, maybe.
I mean, that's a good way to find out if she has any self-respect, if she stays with you or not.
Or how violent she can be.
Yep.
Good way to find out if she has any weapons in that top drawer.
Yep.
Good way to find out if she'll reciprocate, I guess.
Payback's a bitch.
Maybe she'll be really, really good at cheating on him. Good point.
Now, I think Paul came up with this while really, really, really high.
He does like to get high.
On that podcast that Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce do together, where they both look so stoned and sound so stoned when they're on this podcast together. But Paul Pierce said cheating on your girlfriend's the only way to really know if she loves you. He elaborated by saying, if you test your partner this way and they remain devoted to you, it's not because they're weak or they don't have other options, it's because they love you more than anyone else.
Does that go in reverse then? I mean, did KG ask him if it goes in reverse? If she cheats on you, is that a way to find out if you love her?
Oh, no, He would definitely crash out, 100%.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the show. I didn't hear it. I just read about it. I mean, give it a shot, I guess.
No thanks.
The last time everyone cheated, let's all share our stories now. The last time everyone cheated, how did it turn out?
Not good.
Wasn't good?
No.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
Did anything significant happen in your case?
Just usually the relationships have ended. Oh, I guess the high school one was.
I was going to say, didn't you stay with somebody that was cheating on you weekly?
Yeah, he was a serial cheater. Yeah, but I look back at that and I'm just like, you dumb idiot. But I was young and stupid.
Yeah, my high school girlfriend repeatedly took me back, too.
I just remember that.
You were the cheater?
Yeah.
Well, that's high school. That doesn't really.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But that was the last time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are you religious or something?
I guess if I've only been in a few actual serious relationships.
I'm kidding around.
Okay.
You don't
grown up now?
You don't need to defend yourself,
Okay.
Dana.
It's funny how you felt shamed for not cheating.
You're following your marriage vows.
Yeah, it's okay to be proud of not cheating.
No, I'm going to go have sex with everybody in town tonight.
Nick made fun of me.
I remember this much. I remember that it was an accident was never taken as a legitimate answer. It was always it always turned into an argument. That much I remember.
I had the worst excuse of all time. We were at a party. A girl grabbed me and pulled me into the laundry room. We started making out.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden the lights go on in the laundry room, and it's my girlfriend standing there in the door. And I act shocked. I go, "Oh, my God, I just got pulled in here. I thought it was you that pulled me in here."
Oh, my God. It was because it was so dark?
Yeah. No, Randy, that did not work.
I thought it was you.
I thought it was you I was making out with.
How many lies have we heard over the years with something like that? There was an all-timer.
Oh, the worst. Just the worst. Go ahead, Cubby.
Where a guy, I forget the topic. Somebody called in and said, yeah, I agreed to meet this woman in a motel. And we said, okay, don't turn the light on. Let's just jump in bed and copulate.
Right.
And then they did, and they turned the light on, and was it like his mom? It was something insane. It was like his stepmom.
It's one of the worst lies I've ever heard in my life. We were just trading, I think, cheating stories or something, and some guy came up with that. Yeah, I had sex with a lady in a dark hotel room, and when it was over, I turned the lights on, and it was my mother.
Yeah, it was like, we agreed not to talk, not to turn any lights on.
That
never happened.
It never happened.
Yeah, right.
But it's pretty easy to get Dana to make out with you, though, we just learned. Just pull him into some sort of utility closet. And
I knew who was pulling me in.
Oh, you were aware.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Gopher basketball versus Alcorn State tomorrow. St. Thomas University is opening a new basketball arena tomorrow, and they're going to go ahead with a men's and women's basketball doubleheader, both games against Army. And as a special treat, the second greatest entertainer on earth will be there to thrill the crowd, the by-damn Red Panda.
Oh, she's back.
That's a big get.
The first being Weird Al, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Panda will perform during halftime of the men's game. She made her return recently at a Chicago Bulls game, so she's back at basketball arenas all this season, I'm sure, and I hope to see her at a Timberwolves game this year. But she'll be at St. Thomas tomorrow.
That's great. It was a Lynx game that took her out for so long.
Yep.
Does everyone remember the first time you saw the Red Panda?
I've never seen her.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you've seen it in videos, though, right?
Yes, videos.
Yeah, that's all I've seen.
I was
too.
frozen.
You haven't lived.
Frozen in my chair the first time. Because I'd never heard of her. This is many years ago. But then I see a unicycle, and I said to my bro, okay, business is picking up here.
It's not your standard elementary school unicycle.
No, I see a tall unicycle. Let's not go get a beer. Let's finish this off. And then I just fell in love.
Did you know, Brad, that there is a Egan unicycle team?
Yeah, I was aware of that, actually.
Yeah, there's a unicycle team in Egan. Maybe we could go watch them one of these days, Nick.
Right.
I mean, some of these guys, they get on the huge ones. They're pretty talented.
I would love to see it. I'd love to try it. I'd love to try to master the unicycle. I just don't have the time for it right now.
It looks so hard.
I've had conversations with Red Panda.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Did you know she made it on a Netflix show called, was it Running Point? You watched it, didn't you, Dana?
No, I'm trying. Which one was that again?
It was a comedy.
Oh, the Kate Hudson one?
Yeah, Kate Hudson.
She's running the team. Yeah, I started that one. I don't think I ever finished it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in that
The Red
thing.
Panda made an appearance.
I would watch Kate Hudson make soup.
She was really good in this, too. And she talks basketball the whole time. You would love it.
Man.
I would watch Kate Hudson make bread from scratch.
She might already. You never know.
LaTroy Hawkins will be the Twins' new bullpen coach this season.
That's cool.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Randy doesn't seem...
No, I think that's good.
Oh.
I'm serious. I think that's
I thought
good.
that you're all right was sarcastic.
He's not in the front line, right? He's not the manager. So
Josh, I got a paper cut. I got a paper cut, Josh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Randy. I'm sorry, but I am bleeding.
Oh, my
right.
gosh.
I have a paper
Emergency.
cut. Okay. Yeah, LaTroy Hawkins is going to be the bullpen coach.
There's so much Coors Light pouring right out of your finger.
Happy for LaTroy. I really like LaTroy Hawkins, and hopefully he has a lot of success.
He's got the right persona to be down in the bullpen with those guys and get them ready, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he spent some time down there.
Yeah.
And
Played 40 years of baseball.
Played in the bigs for 21 years.
Dang.
F me running sideways. Ooh, here's a interesting question. Brotato Chip Jesus wants to know, would I watch Kate Hudson score an empty net goal?
Yes.
I'll close my eyes and I'll open them back up again when it's over. Heads up, we want to thank everyone who's going to be swinging by the Wayzata Legion this Sunday for our Calling for a Cure bingo fundraiser.
That's a bingo.
We want to, again, thank everyone who bought a ticket to the event, and all the money's going to go to Randy Shaver's Cancer Research Foundation. Just a heads up for those of you who are going, see Willie Miles will be there, Brad Ryder, Dr. Andrea, Dr. P, Randy, Dana, and his folks, Cubby. Giveaways between each game of bingo, including we've got Minnesota Wild Sweet tickets. We've got Iron Maiden tickets.
That's great. Silent
auction donations from Fan HQ and Loose Line Orchard, Burn Boot Camp, Rumo Pasta. Who am I missing? I wanted to specifically thank a listener who sent in their brand of barbecue sauce, Puck's Barbecue Sauce. He donated some bottles to be thrown into the silent auction Sunday. It's a local company from Andover, that much I do know. They have a hockey-themed vibe over there. So, like, say, Cubby, one of the sauces is called Regulation. One is Overtime. One is Shootout.
That's cool.
You see where they're going with that? Thanks to that dude for donating.
I bet it's delicious.
It looks good.
So it's going to be a hell of an operation. Hell of an operation. And again, word up. I think I'm remembering all that I wanted to say about the event. But everybody going to be there, except for Ashley. She's deer hunting.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it, but my mom might show up, so.
Well, that'd be great if she showed up.
It's always wonderful.
I think we're putting Randy up on the mic to call some bingo. We're going to throw Dana.
Yeah.
Dana going to call some bingo. Maybe even see Willie Miles if he wants to.
See, Willie would be great at that.
Well, that's his thing, right? He's perfect.
So there you friggin' go. That'll be
Yes.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention the premiere of Chef Francisco's Hot Dog Bar.
I'm excited about this part.
Will be part of the Calling for a Cure. I know Francisco pretty well.
How many hot dogs do you think you could go through, Dana?
Ooh.
I mean, not like in a challenge, just normally.
Ew, you and your plain hot dogs.
In 3 hours.
I don't know. Not as many as I used to be able to. I've really slowed down in the eating department.
That's a good point, Ashley. Do you put anything on hot dogs?
No.
Just dry.
Just dry wiener.
Yeah.
Did you capture that one?
I also, 6 or 7 times out of 10, Josh, I like to taste the beaks and feet.
I thought you put mustard on it or onions or something.
Like I said, 6 or 7 times out of 10, I like just the taste of the lips and a-holes.
So dry.
But every once in a while, I'll decorate it. And like, say, this Sunday when Francisco busts out his world premiere hot dog bar, I'm sure I'll decorate it a little bit. But I got no problem with just dry as a day. You know how I am. I don't like all those condiments. It's disgusting.
Put everything on it.
You want to just run it through the garden?
Yep.
I love that phrase.
What are your thoughts on relish?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Sauerkraut?
Sure. Once in a while.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Sure.
I'll put that on there.
So there you go. Again, thanks, everyone. And we'll see you
Yes, thank
Sunday.
you.
People are texting in, can I still go? No, sold out. Maybe next time.
Yeah, be quicker next time.
Randy and Brad, we'll see both of you Sunday. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see both of you Sunday and Word Life and all that, okay? See you later.
Thank you.
We got more coming up on the Half-Assed Morning Show here shortly.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Family Matters amplifies the loudest and the proudest political voices in the Black community today.
What's up, guys? I'm CJ Pearson. There's so many incredible perspectives here in the Black community that you're going to hear from each and every week.
Because faith matters, country matters, and family matters.
This is exactly what the mainstream media was missing by not actually going to Black churches, going to Black barbershops, talking to the people at the forefront of this change in the community. Let me start here.
Family Matters with CJ Pearson.
Each and every week. We'll see you here. Talk to you soon.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
We are closing in on our escape. It is 8:32 here on the 93X Half-assed morning show. We're done at 9, so kiss our ass. You're a great crowd. Appreciate you tuning us in. I'm not sure where we might be able to go with this, Josh. Here is a quick message that was texted in by a listener. I'm not sure where we might be able to go with it, but I'm just going to go ahead anyway. The message says, pierced boobies taste like house keys.
I've never sampled. So I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
It's metallic and opposite the plastic kind, yeah.
That's pretty great. What is that? That's not car keys. It's house keys. That's what that is.
It's either one of those stoner thoughts or those shower thoughts where you're just kind of deep into the thinking and you're like, hey, you know what?
Can we work out a taste test in here? We do a blind taste test.
Was that a car key or is that a booby?
Appreciate that text message. That was so friggin' random that I had to go ahead with it. Okay. What else is going on around here? A statistic for you. And this might annoy a few of you. This might come off a little obnoxious. I'm not trying to sound hip. I'm not trying to get involved in the latest. Because for a stretch of time now, people are referring to their life as a hustle. What am I missing here?
Their life? Well, life is a journey. But you're talking about like side hustles would be a job that outside of your normal job, some extra income?
Well, yeah. But the word hustle has been a thing for a while, and now I can't think of the context that it's used in. The word hustle, you guys are looking.
Side hustle comes to mind.
Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. But and you guys look confused, so I'll just let it go. So I'm not trying to include the word hustle in here because I'm trying to fit in with the. But it says here a third of Americans have a side hustle now. Maybe someone can text me. What am I missing? There's something about the word hustle that's become very hip, and I don't know. A third of Americans have a side hustle.
I think it's weird when people call like regular jobs hustle. When I think of like a side hustle, I think of, selling weed or you're a pimp on the side.
Right.
Yeah, I've never liked the term side hustle.
You don't? You don't like that term?
I don't know why. It just kind of seems silly to me. But hustle just seems like the wrong word for that. But what do they say? The rich folks, they all have passive income. They've got something on the side that's earning them money with little effort.
If you have a side hustle, tell us about it. Maybe a quick mention might help you out. 651-989-9393. That's our Luther Bloomington Kia text line. A third of us are involved in some sort of side gig. And the most common is selling or reselling things online, skis.
I've always thought about doing that. There's this app website thing called Depop, and you can sell like your used clothes. and that sort of thing. But it just seems like a lot of work because then you have to ship it to somebody. And
you have to take pictures of the clothing, put it on a website, and then if someone buys it, you got to put it in a box, send it to Maryland or God knows wherever. I always take my old clothes over to the Goodwill.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's where I do my shopping, too.
And then, I also do shop there now and again.
People are texting in like DoorDash as far as some of their quote-unquote side hustles, selling things like you said, Ashley. Smokes your mom's pot, Jesus, works on cars on the side. He's making some really good money doing that.
I bet.
Reselling shoes and basketball cards, Catfishing Jesus.
That's a big one right now.
Reselling tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bearded Jared has a small weld shop at home, making some money.
A what now?
A weld shop.
Okay.
God, all these are skills that I don't possess.
Yeah.
Well, you could sell a pair of tennis shoes online.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more. It's like, you buy a pair of Jordans and you hold on to them for a few years and then flip them for a big profit.
I bet you could do that with classic toys and Lego and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or video games.
People do that for sure. Absolutely.
Wow, this is really, our text machine is spinning like a top right now. One listener fixes cars on the side. 3D printing?
Sweet.
Yeah, I've bought a couple things from folks who have 3D printed them.
What? Like what? I still don't understand the concept that a printer can somehow create. What have you bought?
Like mounting stuff under my desk, like equipment or whatever. So they make like little plastic mounts that fit whatever device it is perfectly. I bought a couple of those.
Donating plasma.
Nick,
I used to do that, yeah.
That little Lego character you have in front of you, that's 3D printed.
That blows my effing mind.
Yeah, a listener made that for us.
How?
County worker Jesus polishes and details semi-trucks and vehicles on the side.
Polishes
This
vehicles.
Rambling Jesus says scuba diving to pull weeds in lakes.
Oh, cool.
You get paid for that?
That's interesting.
You get paid for that?
That's what he said, yeah.
Cool.
So instead of
Single
that...
father Jesus, he's a freelance gynecologist on the side. That's pretty good.
Wow. A lot of yous are involved in something on the side. Occupationally related, work related, not
Yeah, if
a
you
piece
have some
of...
cool skills that you're not doing for your regular job, that's great. I'm jealous.
I have a couple friends who do those liquor store appearances, where they're repping, hey, check out the new style of Coors Light, that type of stuff, where they set up shop in the front there. They say that's pretty easy, and they get paid pretty good money for it.
Is that right?
But would you want to be that guy? Hey, how are you? You want a shot of this new? I wouldn't want to be that person.
Especially because I've never been in a liquor store where I've wanted to try anything they have. It's usually just kind of an in and out process.
I remember one time one of those people were in a liquor store and it was domestic beer. I thought, doesn't everybody already know what that tastes like?
Yeah, we're familiar with that one.
I mean, I still took some. I thought, why not? Thank you.
I mean, my damn, this is truly remarkable. When I asked the question, if you have a side hustle, let us know. I thought maybe a few people would text in, I do this, I do that. An unbelievable amount of our listeners are walking away from their real job and taking on a whole different task.
A lot of skilled laborers.
For some cash money.
That makes sense. Like this person pours concrete. They put in tennis courts, driveways, and stuff like that to make money on the side. I bet that's a pretty good gig. I mean, pouring concrete is rough, but you're probably making decent money. You imagine that's not even your first job.
Yeah, just some all that extra cash.
This person fixes appliances on the side.
Well, what the hell could we do?
Yeah, I need a skill. Ugh.
I don't have a lot of... you don't necessarily have to be great with your hands.
I thought about like delivering pizzas or something. I used to do that. Or mowing lawns. That'd be kind of fun to do.
You're too old to deliver pizza and mow
I've
lawns.
had that thought, trust me. But it's something I would like to do.
Who's available to deliver pizzas tonight? Well, the 9th grade kid is sick. The junior and high school kid has got prom. Well, call the 50-year-old guy.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Josh. Call Josh.
Trust me, I understand, but it's kind of tempting. Or like DoorDash or one of those types of things.
I guess when I was a server bartender, during the winter, I would work with my boyfriend at the time at a landscaping business. So they did like plowing and Christmas lights. And I guess that's considered a side hustle. That was fun.
I could come over to your place and tell you how much your favorite band sucks.
You do that on the radio.
Yeah, I could do it
Or
as
your
a
favorite anything.
Oh,
sucks.
you could play pool for money. Enter some tournaments, kick some ass.
Dang, wouldn't that be something if I could actually make some money on pocket billiards?
Some people do that for a living. What a dream.
Smooth Vanilla Jesus at 6'6" and 300 pounds. You'll find him as a bouncer on the side, making some money doing that.
Now that you mention it, yeah, my brother and another friend of mine used to take some bouncing gigs on the side. Yeah. They had some fun with that.
Tax prep. A couple people do that.
If you really want to make some good money, get really good at being a wedding DJ. Do that on the weekends during the summer. You make a lot of money.
Yeah, some of those people aren't that good either.
They just bring in an iPod
and
an
aux cord.
Yeah.
And then, or else their Spotify playlist.
Do they
You
make
just have
some?
to have a cool website.
You better pay me some good money if I'm going to blow all my Fridays and Saturdays out of the water, for an entire summer. You better be paying these people pretty well because I wouldn't want to.
Susie Sheezus makes custom T-shirts, hoodies, totes, stuff like that. She said it's great.
That's a very common one when I was reading this story, is people making clothing, printing T-shirts specifically with some kind of a funny slogan and trying to sell them.
Yeah, you can get one of those like circuit machines at Michael's and do it that way.
Man.
Oh, is it Cricket or Circuit?
I've heard
Oh,
cricket.
now I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's Cricket.
I remember seeing like those late night commercials thinking, I'm not crafty at all, but thinking, I got to get one of those.
Right, I gotta make my own T-shirts.
Yeah, they make
now.
them look so cool.
Now, the number one reason so many folks are involved in a side gig or a side hustle, the number one reason is simply everything's so flippin' expensive these days. They're trying to make ends meet, trying to pay the bills. Others said money isn't a problem. It's their passion project.
Well, my daughter wanted to start something like that too, and so she thought she would get free furniture online. Somebody doesn't want it on Facebook or whatever, and kind of refinish it, and give it new life, and make it look great. So we started helping her with that. And
Well, that sounds like a tedious thing to get involved in.
Oh, absolutely. She's like stripping everything down, making it look great. And guess who has all that free furniture in their garage that nothing has been done to it?
Oh, no.
He's got two thumbs. This guy.
Is that why you built the shed, Josh?
Pretty much.
So her passion project was to renovate, if that's the word, couches and whatnot. She bought them or got them for free.
Yeah, guess who had to go pick them up?
And she hasn't done a damn thing about it.
Well, she showed up one day with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend did all the work. She bought some of the supplies. He did all of it, and it just sat there, made a mess. And so now I've got essentially a living room in my garage, and I have no idea what to do with any of this stuff.
I love that for her.
Most side hustles bring in $500 a month or less.
Hey, shoot, $500 a month.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. I mean, depending on how much time you're spending on it.
Yeah, that's a bill or two right there.
What? Here's a guy that says, via our text machine, he plays Mario Kart professionally.
Oh, wow. I guess maybe on Twitch or something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hustles kids at arcades, he says. I suppose you'll make a buck or two.
Yeah, what are they going to give you, some tokens?
I'm impressed. I really am.
Oh, look at what's it? Sorry, I'm going blind here.
I'm
Fake taxi Jesus. He and his wife buy abandoned storage lockers.
Oh.
Kind of like the Storage Wars.
That is so sweet.
He said it's mostly junk, but we've found and resold some good stuff.
Ooh, have you ever found something like insane?
Or like incriminating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some stuff I want to sell, but I don't like going through that effort.
I am absolutely blown away and impressed by the skill set that a lot of yous have and the dedication. I mean, when I walk out of here, and there's more work to be done in the afternoon if this is what you choose to do for a living. We don't just walk out of here at 9 a.m. and we come back the next day. There's prep to be done, but I can't imagine having the energy to have something else going on. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to absolutely love it.
Oh, I would. Yes, it would have to be a real.
And some of these people are using their skills at work, but I think for someone like yourself, it would have to be completely unrelated.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Something like working at a record store or something like that. It would just have to be. I mean, okay, that's related, but different.
Yes, I if I ever took on a side gig, I would want it to have nothing to do with radio. We get enough radio in our lives. We get enough of what this job involves. We get enough of it. So yeah, working at a friggin' bait shop or something.
Yeah, so junk removal, people are saying.
Mopar Dad Jesus, a.k.a. Lake Street Taco Jesus, said, if you ain't hustling on the side, you a broke bitch. So I guess I'm a broke bitch.
Dude, a broke ass.
Well, I've certainly had side jobs here.
Bitch.
But yeah, something regular would be kind of cool. My wife and I talk about that. Like someday working for your mom's company, Ashley, being truckers.
Oh, yeah.
We had a promotion there, actually, at one of those places, and they're like, hey, a lot of retired couples, they'll just do that. They'll get a rig, they'll just take stuff across the country, and that's how they spend their retirement.
Yeah, my mom knows a lot of husbands and wives that do that, and she said they seem really happy.
Oh, they fight like dogs when nobody's looking.
I'm going to leave you here.
In the cab of a semi for 14, 15 hours straight. Jeez.
Well, my wife falls asleep instantaneously, so no chance to fight.
Yeah, you're good. She's just going to be sleeping the whole time.
I mean, with seatbelt goes on, she's out until we get to the destination.
The Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
This is really interesting stuff as we're ready to close her down here. Really interesting stuff. We mentioned earlier that, according to some statistics, a third of us now here in America have a side gig, or as they call it, a side hustle. The most common is reselling items online. All kinds of items, everything from tennis shoes to video games. You buy up new or used, you sell them online. Repairing things. A lot of folks are repairing cars, repairing dishwashers, a lot of that too. Probably the second most common answer.
I've always thought of doing something, where it's kind of more fun, you make a little extra. And now this is really wanting me to do it again.
I said it already, and I'll say it again. I can't believe how many of you have the energy and the drive that once you leave your full-time gig, you're off doing something else.
A lot of
great
talent,
for you.
A lot of really cool talents coming in via text.
Now,
can you make any money plunging prolapses? I could probably do that.
I'm sure, yeah. There's a job for everything.
No hands?
Well, yeah, I'd have to use a hand to handle the plunger.
Nick's like, no, you don't.
No, I'm not going to do that. An actual plunger.
Some of these answers are really interesting. Okay, you drive a Zamboni on the side. Awesome gig. I did that for a few years. I loved it. Some of these folks, I don't know if they're being honest with me because I don't understand. I make vacuuming ASMR videos for TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to ask that person if you really make money doing that.
So they sell a piece of audio that sounds like vacuuming?
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of like those videos sometimes. Not the vacuuming ones, but...
The ASMR stuff?
Yeah, I like the cooking ones.
Who hasn't wanted to be the guy that drives the little car around a driving range and sucks up the golf balls?
That would be so fun.
Yeah, people are trying to get you.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun for that.
Similar to a Zamboni.
Yep.
This person, we were talking about fixing cars. This person restores muscle cars in his garage. That's always been a dream of mine. I wish I knew how to do it.
That dude gets laid.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have like a 60s muscle car and be able to fix that up the way you want it. Kind of modernize it on the inside, maybe.
That dude gets ass.
So I could listen to 93X and only 93X.
Now, some of you folks who have been texting in telling us about your side gig didn't give out much information. Like this individual. I'm a little afraid to even bring it up, but we asked, what's your side gig? One listener just texted in simply this, dicktowel.com.
No,
I'm not going to look that up.
I'll look it up on my work computer, but not my personal one here. Deliciously Malicious, she says she slings beers a couple days a week, and she also designs jewelry on the side. A little bit of everything. She said she's always hustling.
I tried bartending while I was...
I'm sorry.
Dicktowel.com.
I tried bartending while working here. I was at like 2 years ago, and that was the most awful thing I ever decided to do in my whole entire life.
You picked the wrong shift. That's what I remember about that. Ashley, I've got a side gig. I'm going to be doing some waitressing and bartending. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Good luck to you. What are your hours? Oh, like 8 to 2 a.m.
When else was I supposed to do it?
Well, do the lunch shift, for Pete's sake. So she,
then it wouldn't even be worth it because then you're only making like what, $15?
Was it worth it to work until 2 a.m., sleep for 30 minutes, and then try to get here on time? I don't think so.
That was brutal, but I will say I was making bank, and that part was pretty cool.
I borrowed a lot of money from you during those times.
That lasted what?
Still.
2 weeks, a month maybe you lasted?
So I'm ashamed of Ashley and Dana here. The dick towel thing, it's a reference to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Darn, I should have known that.
But it is a real thing.
Never saw it.
I'm so sorry.
Now you're also getting, I'm just checking text again. You're getting crap for that, guys.
I failed you.
Because you guys are fans of the show.
I'm not allowed to watch it anymore, I guess.
The following side gigs go like this. Reselling toys at swap meets, renting out tables and chairs for private parties like grad parties or weddings.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
I know somebody that does that on the side.
Why the hell haven't I ever thought of building custom fishing rods? How about this? Josh, one of our listeners, Hillman Welder Jesus, used to work as a scarer at a haunted house.
That would be so much fun. I've always wanted to do that. Or I wanted to be the person that does their makeup for them.
A friend of mine's wife, she would bake for people, just for fun. She loved to do it, and she ended up opening a super successful bakery because of it. It was never her intent to do that, but she was doing it so often, she just decided, I'm going to quit my job and do this.
Billy Jesus plays in an 80s hair metal bluegrass band for very little money. Food trucks. A couple of our listeners have their own food trucks.
Sure.
A party bus business.
I had a buddy who did that once. He said it was an absolute nightmare.
I bet that would suck.
Do you get some a lot if you're driving one of those, if you're a decent-looking person?
Probably.
Yeah, he's a married man, but maybe he still did. I don't know. But he just said dealing with drunks, trying to get payments, trying to get them. Yeah,
the cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Personalized fire pit tools. Wow, there are some skill. High school basketball official. Here's a listener who says, I'm not a professional gynecologist, but I'll have a look.
That's so kind of you.
Very impressive stuff. Makes me feel lazy as all hell.
Yep.
But it doesn't bother me for very long.
Yeah, you're already over it, I can tell.
Oh, it makes me lazy. Makes me feel lazy for about a brief second, but I'm over it already.
Yeah, until you get home and curl up in bed for that nice nap.
Ooh, about an hour and a half away from that, Smashly. Again, everyone who's going to be at our event Sunday at the Wayzata Legion, the Calling for a Cure bingo fundraiser, we'll see you then. Until next week, we're done.
Too old to be stoned at work. Jesus wants to give a shout out to his badass kid. She's back at the U for more brain surgery today. Hope that goes well. Shout out to an American hero in the making, Parker, graduating from Marine Boot Camp in San Diego this morning. Your proud dad, banging dents, not chicks, Jesus, text in with the great news. Happy belated birthday to pipe delivering dad bod Jesus from No Hawk Welder Jesus, who we're going to see on Sunday, by the way, at the bingo event.
Sweet.
Happy birthday tomorrow to Candy Jesus, and have a great weekend.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.